Hey, and welcome to Vanguard Tactics, where we're going to be having a 2,000 point live battle report for you today. I'm Stephen. Today I'm joined with Rich. How you doing, Rich?
Hey, Steve. I'm really good. It's good to be back.
Mate, we've never played before.
We've never played before.
We've obviously been in this room many a time. You've been commentating, I've been playing, or vice versa.
Exactly.
But we've never actually played. So you're going to be running your Necrons.
Yep, as always. Although at some point in the near future, we'll be diversifying.
Yeah, but now, since the last time you've played Necrons, especially on the channel, Necrons have had a huge boost with the balance update, right?
Yeah, indeed. And there's definitely a couple of different ways to be going with them. So I'm trying a slightly different way to the ones I've been going in the past. So yeah, we'll like to see
and that's exactly it. We've got to keep like constantly evolving the lists. Now, I'm going to be running the Admech today. It makes me a little bit sick saying that name because Admech were just so disgusting for such a long time. But obviously they've had some tweaks and changes as well with the balance update. We're going to be showing off again what the chickens can do, the Iron Striders. So they're back in the list now. They've regained their core keyword. I'm excited for some Admech. Hopefully you guys are watching at home to see what these, the army can do. We've both got a bit of fight last. You've got some combat, I've got some combat. It's going to be an epic throwdown. We've also got the bells in the background for some reason. The church bells seem to be going off. Brilliant. Just give you some, it's not planned. It just happens anyway. The bells of the Emperor, clearly. Maybe it's the Omnissiah.
All the sisters are coming over the hill. Who knows?
Yeah, just, with their incense and bells and stuff. It's all happening. How's the chat doing, Michael?
Good. It's a bit quiet.
Yeah? Got a quiet chat today?
Very quiet chat. Nobody in. There are obviously a few members. We did have some last time as well. So I'm just going to shout out some of those. So last time we had, and this was for the stream that sadly didn't go ahead.
I had a puncture, the car puncture.
Not been rubbing the oils in.
No, that was it.
Burning that incense.
Yeah.
So shout out to Willijad, that painting guy, and Topel Ryukumo for becoming a member. And then, of course, this week, Cyranas and Deka Hohenheim. So welcome to members on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for becoming a member. It's a great way to support us here at Vanguard Tactics. Obviously, that is Mr. Michael Costello there on the commentary box. And we've also got Seb in the house today, obviously bringing you those sick close-up cam shots. So Seb always does an awesome job. It doesn't get enough praise. So let's all give thumbs up to Seb in the chat. I want to know where you're tuning in from and who you're voting for. Are you Team Admech, Team Necrons? Put it in the chat. Let's get a bit of a vote going.
Well, Jake's here.
Jake's here.
Just to say, guys, Jake couldn't make tonight, sadly, because he's ill.
He was like, he did the classic like phone in work ill.
Yeah.
So it was like, Steve, what, Jake? I'm ill. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Anyway, Jake, we hope you're feeling better, mate.
Yeah, he says the Terminator film series is the true winner in this.
I think so.
Relied on machines too much, and now they've come alive. And then, so a few other people cheering for Necrons. We've Robert Welsh.
What a hero.
Wow. He's a hero.
He's back.
Member for 11 months. Sup, guys? Sorry I haven't been around much lately. No worries, Robert. We hope you're keeping well, as always.
Where you been, Robert? Where have you been? Wow. No, I hope you're doing well, mate. Okay, so obviously we've got armies to go over. We've got the mission we're going to be covering today as well. But before we do that, let's look at some of our sponsors. So a massive thank you to Siege Studios for helping us get some models looking absolutely beautiful. Obviously, they're actually working on a new project for us at the moment that I can't wait. I've seen some of the work in progress shots. I don't want to reveal what it is just yet, but we've got another few models coming from Siege very, very soon, which I can't wait to get on the table. Very excited to play those. Also, a massive thank you to Frontline Gaming for constantly supporting the channel. So if you're in the States and you're looking to go to a tournament, make sure you check out Frontline Gaming. We've got coming up in the future, I think the tickets have just gone on sale for the SoCal Open. So if you're in the California area or love to go to the California area, I've been, it's beautiful. I'd go again if I could. Then check out SoCal. And also if you want to come to the Vanguard Tactics workshop at the one and only legendary LVO, then you can come to my workshop. I mean, even legends like Duncan Rhodes are going to be going. He's going to be doing some workshops.
Wow.
And that's the caliber we're at, you know? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
you got
2 coats.
You can get 2 coats for your painting, VT for your gaming, and that's how we really do it here. So massive thank you to all of our sponsors, such as Entoyment as well, if you're in the UK, great gaming store. JW Mats as well. So yeah, fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much. We've also may have a new sponsor coming soon, but on that one very, very shortly. Michael, have I missed anything?
I don't believe so.
Right, brilliant. Anyone supporting Team AdMech yet?
We've got a few Team AdMech. Robert Welsh himself is Team
Oh.
AdMech.
Well,
We've got
you
some
can't leave-
clapping for Seb, the camera guy. So yeah, there's a few for AdMech. Johnny wants AdMech to win because he got his butt kicked by Necrons last Saturday.
I think a few people might have had that
And
recently.
VT Jake wants Robots to win because that's another film that has won out on this game. What's the big guy called? Begins with a W.
I can't remember.
Chat, come on, tell me what the big guy's called.
What do you
It's
want?
not
We can
Wally.
make jokes about
It's
it.
not Wally, although he's here.
Wally.
No. Anyways, should we do the mission?
Sure. Well, we're thinking of the big guy. Right, okay, so the mission is Data Scryer. Talk us through it, Michael.
Yes, so Data Scry Salvage, you get 4 victory points. So there's 6 objective markers here, 1 in each deployment zone, 4 in no man's land, as you can see. 4 victory points for holding 2 at the end of your command phase, another 4 for holding 3, and 4 more if you hold more than your opponent. Now, you can do an action on your home objective, so the one in your deployment zone, and at the end of the turn, the action is complete, and you'll get a point for each no man's land objective you control at the end of the turn when that action is completed, to a maximum of 3. Now, these primary points can go to a max of 45. Each player's got a painted army, so they'll have 10 each to start off with, and they'll pick some secondaries, which we'll go through when they discuss their armies. Also in this mission, there are what we call sticky objectives. So if you control any of the no man's land objectives with an objective secured unit at the end of your command phase, it becomes yours until your opponent takes it off you in any subsequent phase. So you can move off it basically, and you still hold it. Back to the table.
Okay, that's the mission. We've got the armies to do.
We have.
Michael, who's army numero uno? I believe it's the Necrons, so Rich, talk us through your list.
Right, we'll start from the top. No Necron list at the moment. Would be complete without the king. He's here. No warlord trait on him. One of the things from the new Nephilim, you have to pay for them all. So didn't want to pay for his, so we left that one at home. I've got 1 command barge. Have paid for a 6-inch aura for reroll charges and the voltaic staff on him. I've got 1 Technomancer with a Veil of Darkness and the Canoptek Cloak, now a bit of free upgrade since the point changes. 1 Chronomancer, just with the Aeon Stave, so bare bones. He gives out 5+ invuln and reroll charge to 1 unit in the command phase. And 1 last character in the Nightbringer, and gone for Sky Falling Stars for the 24-inch range and no line of sight, along with his normal power. On top of that, 2 units of Scorpec Destroyers, 6 men, so you get 2 of the big weapons in there. And also 2 units of 5 Tesla Immortals, 2 units of 3 bare bones Tomb Blades. Yes, this is the era or the rise of the Tomb Blades. So particle casters on those, keeping them as cheap as possible. 2 units of 3 Scarabs, again, action monkeys, good to push out and do some of our new new Necron secondaries. And last but not least, I haven't forgotten them, a 5-man blob of Locust Destroyers with the 1 heavy destroyer in there with the Gauss cannon, the single shot. 3 D3 damage weapon.
Nice.
That is it.
Nice, Silent King and the Satan Shah. This is going to be very, very, very cool. What about your secondaries? What have we gone for?
So I'm running 3 Necron secondaries.
That's a surprise.
So I've gone for Treasures of the Aeons, which involves me doing an action on 3 no man's land objectives, which Steve has kindly picked pre-game. He'll point those ones out to you. Basically, it's the ones furthest away from me, coming this way. And then Code of Combat, so killing units in combat, or in shooting or combat with either the Silent King or the Command Barge. 3 points if I kill it in shooting, 4 if I do it in combat. And if it's a character in combat, I get a CP back. Doesn't come up very often, but it's there. And the last one I've gone for was Ancient Machineries,
Yes.
which is an action on an objective which is not in my deployment zone, Because my army and the dynasty I picked is the OBSEC custom move, because of being OBSEC, that completes at the end of my turn as opposed to my next command phase. So 4 points per objective that's not in my deployment zone.
Very nice. To sum that up, you've got to hold objectives that Steve picks for
Yep.
points. You've got to do an action on objectives in no man's land.
Or in his deployment zone.
Or in his deployment zone, and you've got to kill stuff with your characters, except the Satan, is that right?
So just the nobles, so just the Silent
the
King
nobles.
and the command barge.
Okay, cool, awesome. Very nice. How do you feel about the Satan and the King, Steve?
We said non-cheesy lists, and look what he brings, you know.
Oh, I could have bought 2. I was running two Catan and the King at the weekend.
No.
Did all right.
You do whatever you want to do, Rich. It's fine. It's fine. Can't.
I think I'll run out of units, if I'm honest. There's a lot of points invested in those 2.
See what they can do, eh?
We can.
It's actually good to see both the big boys back on the table. So I'm excited to see what can happen in this game. So shall I go over my list?
Nah, it's not as interesting, is it?
Nah, not really.
All right.
I'll do it anyway, though. Okay, so I've got Scutari Marshal Martin. Martin has got the Relic Exemplar's Eternity. Okay, that basically does something, and the Eternity Relic allows me to re-roll hits of 1 and wound of 1. So basically, I've got Captain Lieutenant Martin.
Okay.
All right.
Is that an aura?
That's an aura, yeah. Then I've got Marvin. This is a different one to Martin. This is another marshal. This is his twin brother. He's got the Omsinic Mask Relic. Basically, I can give a unit exploding 6s. It's
Nice.
quite cool.
Yeah.
And that's in melee, if I'm correct, yeah.
Then I've got Tech Priest, Dave the Dominus. Okay, Dave is my warlord tonight. He's also got a warlord trait called Supervisor Radiance. He can give a Mechanicus unit reroll hits. Okay, in combat.
Okay.
All right. Then we've got 5 destroyers, Cataphron destroyers. Should mention this is a riser detachment. So this is a riser battalion. I get +1 to charge, +1 to wound, and I got a cool strat that I want to show off. And these destroyers are going to be bringing you got destroyers, I got destroyers. We're going to see who's the biggest destroyer tonight. All right. I think it's these guys. Anyway, we've then got 2 units of rangers, just bare bones. They can move, pre-game move. They're pretty cool. We've also got then 5 Vanguard. You go. They can make you -1 toughness and -1 strength when we're in combat. And that's exactly where the Vanguard want to be in the combat. I had to put them in because it's Vanguard tactics, so they were just an auto-include.
Not to.
Well, exactly. I got 10 Electro Priests with the staves, the Fulgurite. Then we've got a unit of 2 units of 5 Rust Stalkers, a unit of 8 Rust Stalkers, and one of them, the Princept, has actually got a relic called Corpacopia. It's a little bit like Tempura Prawns. Real crispy, good bit of batter to it, but can make you fight last, all right?
Okay.
Then we've also got 4 Iron Strider of the Ballistari type. They've got the las cannons. We've got 6 Sterilizers, all right? We've got 5 Cerberus Raiders. We've then got 2 Onager Dune Crawlers, and they've both got the twin Onager Heavy Phosphor Blasters. If you need that again, Rich, that's the twin Onager Heavy Phosphor Blasters.
You'll make you say that every time.
Yeah, cool. And then I've also got 2 Scorpius Dune Riders. Lots of doubles tonight. All right, that's what I've gone for. Yeah, so that's the list. And secondary-wise, I'm going for a little bit of an R&D, okay, where I've got to do actions in each quarter of the table.
Research and development.
Research and
Yeah.
Exactly, we've got to do our researching and developing. Coupled with that, a little bit engaging on all fronts, where I've got to be in those same places.
Get hand in hand.
Go, exactly hand in hand, like this. And then the third one is something Uncharted.
That's the one we didn't take. It's Eradication of Flesh.
Eradication of the Flesh.
Which is
We don't need
pretty
it.
ironic here because there isn't actually any flesh on the board, really.
No.
Yeah, we're just eradicating any type of them.
Yeah, so Eradication of the Flesh, guys. Basically, Steve has to kill non-vehicle units, more non-vehicle units with his vehicle units than vehicle units he loses. I'll just double check that and we'll clarify it. And to clarify on the Necron objectives, Treasures is not an action, it's just holding the objectives that Steve chooses, and Ancient Machineries is the action, but Steve doesn't choose where he has to do the action.
Now, we've got one special model on the table. If we go to camera 2, we've got a monolith. This is not a working monolith at the moment. This is currently in our dense terrain. If somebody super chats in $300, you can use it for the rest of the game. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Cool. And just to
cool.
go back over the
You can
Admech thing.
awaken the monolith.
You have to kill more units with vehicles than vehicles you lose, basically.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I'll try it.
Seems
We'll
good.
see how it goes. Cool.
All right.
Love it. I was really tempted to go for the one where basically I can pick objectives to be on, but because you're armies obsec, I thought that'd be a bad idea. But I think in other games it could be quite cool. So I believe that's everything. One last thing before we get into this game, a great way to support the channel is to super chat, as I mentioned, obviously about the monolith. But if you just want to super chat in us a question, a comment, whatever it might be, super chat us in and Michael will stop the stream and ask any of us the question that you pitch it to. Maybe you want to pick my brains on Blood Angels or Emperor's Children or something. Maybe you want to ask Michael about his Chaos Knights or the Night Lords, or maybe you've got a Necron one you want to put Rich's way. So anything, whatever it might be in terms of 40k related, get your questions in, or maybe if there's even not, that's fine to come in too. And then obviously if you want to become a member, now we put out a lot of members content. It's $2.99 a month at the moment. It will be going up in the future, but at the moment it's $2.99, and you get 2 members videos a week. And Michael, if you bring up the content, what have we got available on the month of July? What members content have we got?
July, we've got character combos. So I talked through some character combos. They're pretty spicy, including one that one-shots Abaddon. We've got Legion tier list coming up. We've got Let the Galaxy Burn and Marks of Chaos, and we talked through our thoughts on those. Demonkin tactics, Chaos Space Marine top combos, and we're going to have an Emperor's Children list. Also not on here, we're going to do a Night Lords list, and we've talked about Demon Engines as well. So if you're interested in all things Chaos, definitely consider becoming a member. It helps us out, it's going to help you out, and it's excellent content.
And the other thing as well, if you do become a member, you will get your opportunity to ask questions for our podcast as well, the Competitive 40k podcast. So if you enjoy listening to the show, myself and Dave primarily, and obviously Michael joins Dave now and again, some of the other coaches do as well, but if you obviously become a member, it's a great way to interact with the podcast as well. New podcast is just dropped, I think, Monday, or yesterday even, all about the Chaos Codex. So if you want a good overview, the big broad brushstrokes, myself and Dave cover that. Anyway, ready, Rich?
Well, we've got someone become a member, John Miller, member. Well, not become a member, but has been a member for 3 months. Excited to see these 2 armies on the table. So am I. And Mandy, the legend, $50. Necrons were my first army, so I have to support that. Please use the Curse of the Pharaon stratagem.
Wow.
Which one's that, Richard?
Steve really enjoys things blowing up.
What's that?
Well, you've
It's
both
the
got
auto
one,
explode.
You've both got one.
We've
now.
both got the equivalent.
Yeah, no, don't encourage him, Mandy. I thought you were going to say Mandy's just awoken the monolith already for $300.
I mean, if she keeps going, then we've got Mandy the monolith.
Mandy the monolith, that'd be amazing.
Someone did ask what the Silence King name is, but obviously we don't know because he's never told us.
Simon.
I thought my joke was good, but you've ruined it, Steve.
Sorry, Michael.
I'm leaving now.
That was your one joke.
That was my one joke.
To be honest, he just plays the worst game of Simon Says ever.
He does, yeah. Simon Says
nothing. He don't say anything.
Anyway.
Yeah. Super chat, guys. I will stop the stream. We'll ask the questions. That's for if you want to know something, we will sit down, we'll think about it, we'll answer that question. But then, yeah, tell me where you're tuning in from. I am checking the chat anyway. Tell me where you're tuning in from, what you're working on, and of course, which army you're supporting.
Right.
Are you guys ready for the roll-off?
Shall we go for it?
Let's do it. Let's do it then. So, Rich, what colour dice are you on?
I'm on a white dice.
You're on a white dice. Well, after you then. You can be first, you're the guest.
4.
You roll a 4. Can I beat a 4? It's a nice average roll of 4, isn't it? Come on. I've rolled a good average 4 as well.
There we go.
So that is a re-roll time.
I'll go for a 5. 1 up.
But it's not a 6.
Oh, there he goes.
Definitely did not want to go first. Anyway, that's what we've got. So, good catch, Steve. Admech, turn 1. Rich,
cool.
You get a CP. I get a CP.
I get a pre-game move. You get some pre-game moves.
Yeah, so we start with the player who's taking the first turn. That's me. And then we'll do yours. All right?
Absolutely.
And just to say, guys, as it's just me on the deck, I'm not going to be muting the table. So we'll probably have some discussion over what's going on while Steve's moving and doing all his abilities.
You can do yours, mate.
Yeah, mate.
we'll get Richard during Steve's movement phase to sort of take us through how command protocols have changed for the Necrons, because they've changed quite a lot. And for a non-Necron player, it's not really obvious how they've changed. So we'll just get him to talk us through it during Steve's movement phase. Both players, of course, starting on 10 VPs. Just sticking those on now. And then, yes, brilliant, we've got top down. Lots of scout moves going here, guys. As I'm sure you're aware, if you're familiar with competitive play or just playing in general, I've just gone back to YouTube and that monolith is awakened.
It's not.
It's Mandy's just chucked $300 in.
Mandy,
And the Necrons.
Mandy, you weren't meant to do that. We just made it as a joke. I didn't think anyone would. Mandy, well, I think you should go to camera 2 for a start. Mandy the monolith is here. I literally can't believe it. Mandy, thank you so much. Honestly.
You're amazing, Mandy.
But it was, meant to be really, wasn't it? That it's Mandy the monolith. We've got Simon the Silent King. We've got Martin and Marvin the Marshals. We've got Dave the Dominus. Just continue. And guys, if you super chat in, name the unit and you can have it named after you for today,
Yeah, why not?
But you don't get to use it. It's only the monolith that gets to be used.
And she said to help with using that stratagem, yes, let's awaken that monolith.
Oh, wow.
So, Richard, you're going to have to save CP for it to explode.
So,
I will bank one just for you, Mandy.
you're going to have to...
How are we going to balance this is the question.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to roll with it, won't we? So, Mandy, you'll just have to get from Mandy in the pre-game stuff what's going to happen.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
it won't get any of the traits, obviously, because it's not going to get
It's not mine.
It won't be buffed by the stuff, but you can choose for it to fight with the Necrons if you wish, or you can shoot the Necrons.
Yeah.
So you choose a side, you choose someone to control it.
For the turn.
For the turn. And, probably for the battle round.
Yeah.
And then...
or should we randomise it?
Yeah.
No, Mandy gets to pick.
Mandy gets to pick.
It's Mandy the monolith.
Yeah.
Mandy the monolith.
She gets to pick. Anyway, we'll have some laughs with it. So, this is where we find out it's actually the MVP of the entire game.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I probably won't shoot it turn 1. That would be quite annoying, wouldn't it?
Just fire 10 gas cannons at it.
Just be like, no, I'll put that one out of its misery. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, definitely did not see that happening. Mandy, you've put a curveball into this one. Right, Michael, if you want to go to top down, I'll get moving.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So, am I going to be able to get many line of sights? Because I get to pick a canticle this turn to do some stuff. I might go for +1 ballistic skill just to get some angles and cut shots on, just so I can get some extra shooty with these. Can I shoot this thing?
No, he's character blocked.
He's character blocked. He's under 9 wounds,
He's
yeah?
9 wounds exactly.
All right, so I probably won't go
That's
for...
the only reason he's stuck out like that.
Okay, so I probably won't go for +1 ballistic skill then, because there's probably not much I can shoot, and I want to save that one. So I'm going to go for a bit of extra movement, I think.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Do I even need the extra movement? No.
I'm also going for a bit of extra movement. My protocol for this turn.
Yeah.
And I'll talk through the rest as you're moving.
I'll go for +1 save. I think that's a smart play, turn 1. Cool, that's what I'm going to go for. And with the Admech ones, because I've got to pick 2 different, because I've got Skitarii and Admech.
No worries.
Does the +1 save... I can negate it, because that's got a thingy on that unit. That's fine.
You know what? Someone just mentioned it. You know what? I think it'd be sick if we did. If someone is mad enough to send in another 300, we'll put an Admech Knight on the board.
Oh, wow.
Because that would be epic.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I put the monolith on the board because it looks cool. And we've got Necrons in the game. But
I'm happy to play.
Waking up now.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Steve, but Mandy's pretty solid on the it's going to join the Necrons.
Fine. Whatever, Mandy. I thought...
She says, just think of it as playing on hard mode, Stephen.
That's like me anyway with dice. So, that's fine. I'll go for the cantle to get some light cover. That's what we're going to go for. Right, Mandy, game on. Game on, Mandy. Okay.
Right, I'm going to switch to top down there. A few people... So we've got someone who's waiting in the hospital for their firstborn, Martin.
That's
For
dedication.
their first child to be born. That is, dedicated. I guess we're giving you something to watch while you're waiting.
Martin's here. He's in the Dreamcaller.
Oh my God, you're here, Martin.
Yeah. Is this a little bit blurry, this top? It's a little bit.
It's a bit delayed, isn't it?
A little bit of motion blur on that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try and figure that out when we go to the next camera shot.
But yeah, congratulations, Martin, and Andy as well, with your 7-week-old twins. Yeah, cool. Where are you tuning in from, guys? Let me know. I mean, like, country rather than necessarily the maternity ward. But yeah, cool. Okay, so Richard, talk us through how command protocols work now.
So, this was one of the big changes in the balanced data slate. So, command protocols, whereas they used to need a noble to be on the table, they also needed you to be within 6 inches of a Necron character, and you just picked pre-game 5. There were ways to slightly manipulate that, but 5, and you turned over 1 each, or used 1 each turn in a set sequence. There's still a little bit of that, but the big changes are you now just need a Necron character on the table, so it doesn't have to be a noble. That was quite a good little bit of extra freedom there,
Yeah,
but
nice.
it also means you don't have to be within 6 inches of any of those characters as well now. So you get your protocol as long as you have a character on the board across the entire board. One of the big changes though is you get a persistent one. So you pick one of the 6 and that lasts the entire game. At the start of each turn you get to choose which half of it. So we were having a bit of a debate pre-game. I had sort of 3 in mind, the sort of 3 I go for normally. And I've gone for one of the 3 which I've not used very much. So my persistent one is Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant, which the main bit for me in this army, being mainly melee, is it adds 3 inches to the auras and abilities of certain characters.
Cool.
So my will be done, Rites of Reanimation and the Lord's Will, which and also Relentless March. So the +1 move aura, the ability to give units +1 to hit, the abilities for the Silent King to give rerolls, and also the ability for the Technomancer to resurrect models. So those are some quite powerful abilities. They're probably some of the most powerful abilities we've got.
Yeah.
And using this just adds that extra bit.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so in short, it basically affects your entire army regardless of them being in range of something. You just need to have a character on the board. You get 1 for the entire game, and then you pick each battle round for another 1 to apply as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I've still picked the other 5 in an order as per normal, and I turn over 1 each turn.
Okay, so you still have to choose the order pre-game.
Yeah.
You can't just choose each battle round.
Yeah,
Right,
so
okay.
I mean, some of them are more useful early game. They tend to get front loaded, and the rest sort of fill in.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. And the Silent King can adjust.
if
one
I
that's
had his, if I took his
Warlord
trait,
Right, okay.
you can choose 1 to be affected for 2 turns,
Oh, never
and
mind.
you can swap one in if there's one you don't choose.
Okay.
So I tend not to do that.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So we got people tuning in from Philadelphia, Essex in it, Columbia, Indianapolis. So Brian's watching from his office in Indianapolis, but he says, "Don't tell my boss." Now, I'll have you know, Brian, that I have your boss on speed dial.
He's a big fan of the channel.
He's a big fan of the channel, and yeah, afraid you're getting a sack.
Wow, harsh.
Yeah, yeah, or maybe he'll just come and join you. You never know. Right, let's go to beautiful, beautiful shot. Look at those walkers are awesome. Like the yellow is amazing.
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful army.
And then let's have a look at the.
Oh, I've got a bloody monolith to think about now, haven't I?
Oh, don't worry about it, Steve. It's fine. It's just a monolith.
It's not just a monolith.
Mandy, would you like particle beamers or
Heat rays?
the heat rays? You can choose, Mandy.
Is Mandy allowed to move it, or is it stuck there?
I feel like it's fair to be able to move,
Oh, wow.
or maybe
Has got a massively chunky base.
you know what? We'll make it interesting. It can't move until Richard does the ancient machinery's action.
On that
Oh.
objective.
That's our objective.
Yes.
There we go.
That's really cool.
Yes. All right.
I'm a big fan of that. So that's what we'll go for. I hope that's all right, Mandy. But yeah, pick your weapons.
Don't worry, Mandy, I'll do it turn 1.
Heat rays. I mean, we all knew it was going to be heat rays. Where do you land rule-wise on reanimating Silent King Menhirs?
Is that one coming my way?
Yeah, I assume you can't because you're
I
not
cannot
Zarakhan.
because I am not Zarakhan,
Right.
and I am also not Illuminor Ceres because he
Right.
doesn't have a dynasty tag on his ability.
Okay.
So he can definitely do it.
Yeah.
In my mind, rules as written, and from what I've heard, and the sort of the ground feelings around, I think that might stay. My thoughts on having a Zarakhan Technomancer do it is a little bit, I don't know. I don't know which way I lean on that one because their ability says in angled brackets, dynasty core, and he doesn't have. You can't pick his dynasty, so he just has it. So I think that is possibly pushing that rules as written, rules as intended element to a point. I personally don't feel like I will ever try and res his menhirs because it doesn't feel right to me. But that's the way I feel, and I don't feel it's fair on.
Do you feel like it's more worthwhile resing like destroyers or something anyway?
I think if you're putting Zarek out there early to lose your menhirs, then it's not the way I play him. He's more of a buff character who then goes out late game. Yeah. So I don't tend to try and lose the menhirs early.
We got a little bit of shutter speed or something on it.
We got a little bit of motion blur on camera 1.
That's okay. It's mostly the dispositions and where everything is.
Cool,
isn't it? By the way, my favourite tank in the game.
Oh, looks awesome, doesn't it? These close-up shots look great. Right, I've kind of moved everything. Moved the Rangers forward to be on that objective. This thing here is going to do the action because they've got nothing else to do. Because any unit can do the action, right? On Data Scryer. Yep. So this Dune Caller's going to do the action for me. Currently on 3 objectives in no man's land, so that'll get me 3 points at the end of the turn. And that is pretty much just hiding this unit behind the obscuring terrain there because we're playing bottom level blocks line of sight. Now, what was I going to say? In terms of rodding, okay, or retrieving some R&D.
Research and development.
Yeah, going to do it with this unit over here.
Okay.
So this unit's going to research and development because they just moved 6 onto there. I've got 3 units into engage on all fronts, so that'll get me 10 points at the end of the turn. Yep. Because I've got a unit over here exactly over 6.
2.
Sorry, 3 quarters for 2 points. I meant, 3 quarters, not 3 points. Yeah. So we're into the shooting phase because I don't have psychic. So we're going to kick off with the first one, which is this guy here is going to shoot at those tomb blades. I can just get line of sight onto it.
They are -1 to hit innately. But
okay, very nice. So with the twin phosphor Dubry Watsits, 8 shots, hitting on 4s. And that's half hits. I'll take it. Strength 6, toughness
5.
So 3s. So that's 2 wounds at -2, 2 damage.
2 is -2, 2 damage. So 4 goes to 6s.
6 up
and
saves.
each one kills once.
Killed a tomb blade.
Killed 2 tomb blades.
Or have you?
Do they
They're 2 damage each. They're 2 wounds each.
Do they come back?
They do.
So you need to roll
4 dice. And
4
every
dice.
pair of 5s. Get 1 back.
You got 1 back. Okay.
So 1 down.
Next up, the Rangers then. They've got some rifles that they're going to shoot. So they've got 1 shot each, I believe. Heavy 1.
Heavy 2.
Heavy 2. These guys are OP. Okay. And they are just going to shoot the scaraby things right in front of me.
Cool. Apologies for the bells, guys.
And 6s to wound mortals?
I don't believe so, not on these.
They
Really?
are T3, so...
Okay, so 3 saves.
Any
Let me
AP?
just check.
The Cerberus Raiders have the 6s immortals.
That's what I'm firing, yeah.
Oh, you firing the horsemen?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
I'm pretty sure they got 2 shots each.
Yeah, well, I fired 10 shots.
They're not heavy 2. I thought the Rangers were heavy with what you were shooting.
So they're assault 2.
Yeah, assault 2.
Strength 4, -1, 1 damage.
Yep.
So we're in 3
and
to
then
wounds.
they've got a special rule, which is 6s
Yes.
to wound immortals.
So is that in addition?
Yes, you got
What AP do you say?
-1, mate.
So they're in cover, so it would be on a 5 up back to a 6.
Okay.
So no saves and 1 mortal kills base. Do they come back? No.
Very lucky if you did.
Yeah.
Now, I got this tank, the Dune Crawler, not Dune. Why has everything got Dune in the name, you know? Dune Rider. It's got a Cognis Heavy Stubber, and it's got a twin Cognis Heavy Stubber. So I've got I've got 16 shots here. Don't mean to alarm you. Okay, cool.
And what's that going into?
Probably just your Tomb Blades over there. So again, I know I'll be -1 to hit, won't I?
Yes.
Yeah. So hitting on 4s, mate. And then
and
strength 4, so
T5,
5s to
fives.
wound. No AP. Just 2 wounds, please.
2 4-ups. Save 1, take a wound.
Cool, take that. Take that. Right, then this unit,
Yeah.
can't see anything because I'm being blocked by my...
Can you see under it?
Nah, we'll just say I can't. Cool.
Yeah, fairs.
Right, that's me.
Cool. Okay, so points-wise, what are we looking at?
Oh, well, I gained a CP, so I'm up to 3 now.
2 on engage.
Got 2 points on engage. I've got
2 points on engage,
3 points on the primary.
3 points on the primary.
No points on eradication of flesh.
Nope.
Problems. And then I've got 1 R&D down.
1 R&D down.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, all right. Next turn then, and you both go up a CP, so you're on 4,
I'm
Steve,
on
and
6.
6 on for Richard.
Great.
Take
So,
dice cam off.
yeah,
and
let's get
then,
moving.
Yeah, have a go. Just again to chat, super chat in if you've got a longer type of question, and we can answer that in detail. I am checking the chat in, and of course, answer each other's questions. You know, that's why we're all here, part of this amazing community. So, yeah.
How do I stop Mandy from waking up?
Yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to stop Richard doing the action to move, but Mandy's there, mate. There ain't nothing you can do to stop Mandy.
Mandy! Oh.
So, just so people know, the Scarabs are getting onto this objective and they're doing the action. They are obsec, so Mandy will be awoken.
Oh, she's awake.
When it
She just can't
completes
move
it.
yet.
When it completes it, or Mandy will be able to move next turn.
That camera's really annoying me. The motion blur.
Right, well, we're going to sort out the top down.
Go to camera 2 or something. I don't know. You need to move cameras, Michael, 'cause otherwise
Oh,
all people
sorry.
are going to see is my butt.
I mean, that's probably what they want. Look, guys, if you super chat in
Go to camera.
$300,
Go to camera
I'll
2.
go straight to Steve's butt.
No, don't you dare. Camera 2.
And sorry guys, before we moved, the Locust, no they don't need it. The Scorpex have got +1 to hit, the Tomb Blades have got +1 to hit, and this unit of Immortals have got +1 to... No,
We can't see where you're pointing, but we get the idea. So you got what? Immortals?
Immortals, Destroyers, Tomb Blades, sorry, Scorpex, Tomb
Scorpex.
Blades, Destroyers.
Right, cool. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of shooting death this turn, and then in the turn following there's going to be even more shooting death back. So this is going to be a heated turn, especially with all those.
And
heat
the
rays.
Scorpex in the bottom of the building have got a 5-up invuln and reroll charges on them.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Figured it out.
All right, he's done it. We can switch back to. Okay, maybe not yet.
Just pumping up the brightness a bit.
Sorting it out for you guys. I hope you appreciate the amount of effort that has to go in for these cameras and everything to work. Look at that beautiful model there. Look at Mandy, she's beautiful. She's got to shake those leaves off.
It's a bit bushly at the moment.
Yeah. And then do whatever you want to do.
I wish I never
I
said it.
honestly never believed that would happen. But love you, Mandy. It's amazing.
Jake's text me, he's loving it.
Yeah.
He's just put, it's coming home. Wow.
Right, back to our lovely top down. Okay, Steve, talk us through your thoughts on that last turn.
Well, I'm scared in my pants about Mandy. So
this is why you didn't want the camera on your butt, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To be honest, it's a really difficult one. This is the first time I'm playing this army.
Yeah.
So I know I've got a few combat elements. I've got some really cool fight last mechanics that I can utilise. I need to stop Rich from scoring as quickly as I can, but there was no decent threats because somebody put out so much terrain. Cheers, Michael. So my gun line wasn't very efficient last turn. So already I'm down to a 4-turn game, which is a bit of a problem. So I need to maximise my next turn in terms of shooting. And what I'm trying to do here is just bait Rich to come out.
Well, don't tell him that. He won't fall for it.
Well, he will. He'll fall for it anyway. He'll get greedy, you see, with that code of conduct. He'll want to shoot some stuff. And then that'll be his demise.
Yes.
Then I can come out with my breaches and do all the work, yeah.
Well, we're not going to consider the monolith for any secondaries, by the way, guys. Just because it's enough already that it's a 300-point model that's just there going to blast the hell out of things with heat rays. Oh, I love it. I love it to bits.
Mandy.
I wanted to put a monolith on the table. I keep telling Rich this. He's never done it, and now we get to see it anyway. So, big win for me.
Just make sure those 2 Tomb Blades can see your raiders. Are you happy?
Sorry, say that again, mate?
The 2 Tomb Blades, I just need to make sure they can see your...
They can see the
chaps.
Cerberus Raiders, yeah.
Fine.
So the destroyers aren't coming any closer. They're staying back, are they? Those destroyers. Have I got them scared? The destroyer's scared right now.
No, see the destroyers, they are
Scared.
very much a counter-punch unit in this army.
Counterpunch.
I do just enough turn 1 to
Yeah.
score as many points as I can.
Yeah.
You've kind of stopped me getting my full 5, which normally a turn 1 would be a lovely on the one for holding 3 objectives.
Do you want to discuss how he's done that?
Yeah, so at the moment, by killing off one of the bases of Scarabs, I couldn't really do a lot about it. The only way I couldn't get onto that objective with enough movement without advancing to be able to do the action over there.
Yeah.
So I've got to bide my time on the far one. To be honest, I think it's probably helped me because it means I'm not running into your guns for a turn, and you've then got to come to me.
Baiting the bait.
But it's not only that. It's that.
You trying to bait and switch my bait?
Absolutely.
Wow.
But it's your raiders as well.
Shake and bacon.
Your raiders have done a really good job because actually they're about where I'd want to be with the maximum movement to then try and push. So at the moment, I've got to try and get rid of those before I can start throwing stuff that way. But I have managed to nick that one off you with Obsec, with the Scarabs.
What?
And all the other ones. So it's just a case of I've got to adapt my game plan a little
Obsec
bit.
army. Spit that out. Right. Cool.
But
We do it. Shooting phase.
Yeah, let's go for it. What are we going for?
Start with Mandy. What's she doing?
Yeah. Start with Mandy. You have control of what Mandy's monolith does, unless, of course, Mandy, you have any specific things you want to shoot.
No, Mandy has to pick. She has to pick her target.
There's a slight delay.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll start the shooting phase.
We'll start the shooting phase, and Mandy, you tell us what the monolith's shooting.
Yeah, I mean, in the command phase, Mandy can choose what she wants to do and then just tell you what we want Mandy to do.
Yeah.
So Mandy's got a 24-inch and a 36-inch range gun.
Great.
So
Cool. Well,
24, so she knows, covers, can't see them, but
No.
pretty much all the way to the Cataphon destroyers, and that's about it. So the visible things are the stuff in the bottom of the building,
The tank.
and the tank and the...
Shoot the tank, Mandy. Shoot the tank.
And you've got the particle whip as well, which is a bit further range, but that's all you can see at the moment. Great. So we are going to start off. I need to start trying to rack up some code of combat points while not exposing the king too much. So I'm going to pop.
Like it's hot.
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to fire the 2 guys that can see from the Immortals into here, because why not?
all right.
Really,
Maybe because it's a complete waste of time. You wouldn't.
really, I kind of don't want to do it.
Don't bother then. Just save time. We're on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
We don't do little things like that.
Well, the reason is because you've got Obsec in there.
Right, easy decision. Mandy says heat rays to the tank, particle whip to the guys in the building. Mandy, you should play on
Let's
stream.
go. Let's
Right.
go with that then first.
Snap decisions.
So
Split firing. This is ridiculous.
4 single shots
Where?
into your tank.
4
4 shots from the monolith, hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits.
Great.
They are strength 9, so
Threes.
threes.
Well, that's 3 wounds.
They're all AP minus 3, and it's D3 plus 3 damage. They're
So-
basically las cannons.
6s. Oh, I rolled 3 5s. Do I get a 5 up Invan?
Not on that, I don't think.
Doubt
I
it,
think it's just
but
your
don't
even
Doom
have any.
Callers.
Don't get any Invan.
No,
So that's 3d3 plus 3 damage.
that's 9 plus.
Plus 9 damage.
So is it dead?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's dead. Yeah.
It's dead.
3, 4. That was 13 damage.
But don't explode.
Okay.
So I've got 10 dudes inside. 1s and 2s. No, just 1s, isn't it?
Ones.
Just
Because
ones,
I haven't
yeah.
used the strat. So
Just the
1
ones, yeah.
guy dead.
And that is a point for Mandy.
Point for Mandy. Mandy's getting her own points here.
So we've got a particle whip. How many chaps are in that unit in the bottom of the building? Is that 8?
8.
So it's blast, so it's minimum 3. It's
Yeah.
D6 shots. 4 shots.
Hang on a minute. Can you just give me a sec, man, and I will
Yeah.
just make sure.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we've got five little dudes, little obsec dudes. What are we doing?
This is what we're doing.
Very interesting, Mr. Box.
Thank you, mate.
And we can enjoy the bells in the background
We can enjoy the
as
bells.
they ring for Mandy.
So you got 3 models on this objective. I need 3 models on that objective if I just want to contest it.
I mean, I think there's still a bit of shooting
It's probably a bit.
coming.
Well, it's just this thing can shoot, right?
And the Silent King himself.
And the Silent. I was just saying.
Yeah, what's the range on the Silent King?
24 inches. He'll be in range of that.
So let's bang some guys in cover then.
Yeah, probably for the best.
So I'm just going to forego that one. And then what I'm going to do is get these guys out within 3, like this. Staying within 2 inches of coherency on each other. Just like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
You've got your one chap inside now.
Oh yeah, because he didn't technically die, did he? So he can go like that. Cool. Love it.
All right.
Bailing out, bailing out. Okay, cool.
Particle whip.
Particle whip. So it was 4 shots into the chappies in the bottom of the building.
Need a whiffer it.
This is hitting on 3s. Bit of a whiffer. 2. These are strength 12, so 2s. 2 wounds, AP minus 3 again, flat 3 damage each.
Armor contempt.
Afraid not.
Cover
you do
though.
good cover though.
Here we go. First one is a big 3. We 1 dead. Second one, definitely dead. Damage.
3, flat 3.
Cheers, Mandy. Cheers.
Flat 3. Oh my god, this thing is brutal.
Okay, so next up, have a bit of a re-evaluation and see what can see stuff. So
Okay.
the 2 minis have now lost their main target, so I think they're going to...
Just shoot the monolith, mate.
I'm going to leave it for now.
I agree with that live choice.
They're going to go into your 2 dudes there,
Yep.
and I think he's going to be out of range. No. So yeah, two shots hitting on 2s re-rolling because he's the Silent King. He gives his own re-rolls to himself. Wounding on 2s.
Yep, so the Silent King is core now.
2 wounds, AP minus 4, I believe. Flat 6 damage.
2 Vanguard tactic guys dead.
What's the save on your Vanguard-y dudes?
I think it's a
4
1 up.
I believe.
4 up. Okay.
Will I get 3 up in cover?
You will, yeah.
Yeah, sure. 3 up then.
So next up then, I'll say Mandy's ruined my plans, but
Mandy,
in
you've
a,
done
in a
me-
good way.
See, the thing is, Mandy knew my plan. She's actually helping me because I, obviously put it there for good reasons.
So I've got 2 guys out of the cover. Oh, do you know what I forgot?
What have you forgotten?
Catan powers.
Don't worry about those. What do they do anyway?
It would have been 1, 2, and the
Tank.
Service Raiders, 3 units. The only powers I can use.
Within what range?
Right?
24.
24. Okay,
Don't
cool.
need visibility.
So
All right, then.
just quickly resolve them. Then.
So this unit, anything but a 5 or 6, take D3 mortals, take 2.
Sounds broken to me.
This unit had 8 in there, so anything but a 6, take 1.
Cool.
And the service raiders, anything but a 5 or 6, take 2.
Cool.
And his other powers needs line of sight, so
Fair enough.
that is that. So now the 2 Tesla dudes that can see into those guys who are wounded already.
Yep.
These are hitting on 3 6s exploded, 2 extra hits. 4 hits total, including the 6.
Yep.
Strength 5 into you guys, and I will spend 1 CP to ignore all cover on that unit as well.
Wow.
All wounds, no AP, but just on your base.
4 ups, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1 dead.
Easy, mate. Easy. Oh.
Uh,
Any more shooting?
At the moment, I've got some heavy guns up there.
Anything can see that Vanguard?
I can. In fact, you've got more. So yeah.
So I'm going to CP reroll this one then.
Yeah.
Because if I make a 4 up,
Mm-hmm.
I keep the objective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Despite my chap being worth 2 men, you've got 3 at least, including the.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant.
Always swap your CPs for VPs. Here we go. Big 4 up. It's a 2, of course it is. I try, guys. I try and use, these tactics and stuff, but clearly, no cigar for me today.
Could you have killed one of the infiltrators from the transport instead of the Vanguard?
Could have.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Could have done that. But, yeah.
Hey ho.
There we go.
And that is the other CPs for VPs is the reason you spend Solar Flare, which is the 1 CP strat to ignore cover. Because if you were saving on 3s, I don't think I'd have managed that.
No,
It
you
was-
wouldn't have.
On the go. Where you've pulled there though, you've pulled my 2 Tomb Blades out of, which is great there. So you're cutting back on my shooting. So what I've got left, how many wounds do you transport again?
It's like 9 or 10. Hang on a minute. Maybe it's 12. It's 12 wounds.
And how many wounds is your?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, God. 11?
All the questions.
Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to work out, guys, is do a popper transport, which will cut back on Steve's movement next turn, which is something I know he loves. Using that little bit of extra disembark to get further forward on the board, or do I need to take out the heavy thing at the back? I think I need to lose the movement off your guys there. So, because I want to try and get code, I'll fire the heavy destroyer first on his own. These guys got +1 to hit, so they're hitting on 2s, they're destroyers, they re-roll 1s. To be honest, didn't need to give them the +1 because they're within range of the king anyway, so they'd be re-rolling all hits. So 2s re-rolling 1s.
That's a
Job.
1.
Excellent.
Hits.
Wounds?
Because I know that your armor save isn't very good, I'm going to spend a CP there.
Do you have to do
also
that
wound.
before you... Oh,
No.
you have to do it at the point of shooting, yeah?
So it's when you start before you roll to
What's the
wound.
minus?
AP -4.
So I get a 7.
And it's 3d3 damage. 3 damage. I'm going to CP that. Re-roll that damage roll.
Oh, boo.
That's a little bit healthier. 6 damage.
6 damage.
He's just splashing these CPs.
Okay.
Next up then, I don't think you're within range for the Staff of Light, so it's just the underslung gun from the barge. 3 shots hitting on 2s. Well, there we go. Used my CP this turn for that.
Do you not get re-rolls from the Silent King?
You're right.
'Cause he's
Within
core.
9, and he is core.
Sorry, Steve, but what would the chat say?
I don't know,
Okay.
Michael, but you could just shut up, all right? I've got a monolith to contend with. Yeah?
Well, that's one of those
Jesus.
things. You look at a character vehicle and you don't think he should be core. but
They
he is.
shouldn't be.
What's your toughness, please?
Always
I'm strength
questions.
6. So
7.
Fine. So 5s, no re-rolls. None. There you go.
Nothing.
Nada.
You said it earlier, like, I was thinking this tank's dead, by the way. Rich was like, I'm going to get my code. And I was like, I'm in trouble here. Boon on 5s, easy days. Right.
Is that it?
That's me for shooting.
Is that it? Is that... Look at the camera too, though. Look at
I
that.
don't think.
That's a shot and a half.
There he is, still standing.
Yep.
Big hole punched in him, but still going. I don't really want to charge. because it gives you a bit of extra movement for your raiders. If I charge with the scarabs, I don't need to do it. I'm still on cover. Yeah.
Chilling, are you?
Yeah, so I think that is the end of my turn.
Well, unfortunately, because I failed my reroll on the save, I'm not going to get the hold more.
Well, should we get Richard's points?
Let's do that first, yeah.
So I get 4 points for Awaken Ancient Machineries.
Awaken Mandy, you get 4
Awaken
points.
Mandy.
You get 4 points for doing an action on that objective.
One objective.
Finishes at the end of your turn.
And what I'm going to do is I'll mark them as I go. So I've got a little dice. Whether you'll be able to see it from the top down, I don't know. But that one's awakened, so I've got 4 more I can potentially do, and that's worth 4 points for that one.
Brilliant.
I hold 2 of the objectives that Steve selected for me, which is worth 3 points.
Which ones?
Which are the middle 2 here.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because you got
you selected
Obsec,
the far
stupid
side.
little...
Little scarabs in there.
Yeah.
And nothing on Code of Combat this turn, because the tank I wanted to blow up with the King, Mandy helpfully...
Did you do the action on your home objective?
I did with the Technomancer who sat back there.
You hold how many No Man's Land?
I hold 3 in No Man's Land for 3.
Excellent, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. All right.
Right, Steve, tell us a story.
Oh, so I'm going to get 8 points on the primary.
Not bad.
Because I hold some objectives.
2.
I hold, yeah.
2 or not more.
Yeah, 2. Oh, hang on a minute then.
You get 4 points.
So I get 4 points because I forgot about this stupid little scarab. So only going to get the 4 points, yeah. So that re-roll here, just to let you know, that CP would have been the difference of, I would have then held 3, you would have held 3, so that would have been a 4-point swing.
I'd have dropped a point on one of my objectives.
So that's a 5-point swing.
Yep.
And a primary point you wouldn't have got as well. 6-point swing.
Yes.
Yeah.
A 6-point swing that would have been for 1 CP.
Yeah.
All I needed was a 4 up, but that's what we got.
Significant.
But it's why you need to take and use those CPs to swap them for your VPs. Right, okay, so...
CPs.
So, start the battle round, I get my next command protocol. So what I'm going to do is have the ability to re-roll 1 reanimation dice per roll.
Okay, awesome. Steve, your canticle or your other stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to go for re-roll a hit and re-roll a wound and re-roll a damage.
Okay, and that's your canticle.
Yeah,
So
for
that
the...
only affects the priests though, right?
And my boys over here, my destroyers.
Ah, okay, cool.
And then we are going to also go for... Do I want +1 save, +1 to hit?
I mean, the monolith is fair game now. I think that's fair to say.
That is.
We'll go for...
Having shot at you and destroyed a tank.
We'll go for +1 shooting. +1 to hit with shooting weapons, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's try and get some good shooting turn out of this. Take my time with the combat. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Cool. Now, Rod's going to be a little bit harder over here now because probably should have done Rod here first. Actually, that would have been the smarter play. He's done the retrieve Nachmund over there. I probably was overly worried about the Tomb Blades.
I don't think Richard would mind if you just did it over there. Honestly, there's nothing that could be done about it.
Well, I'll go with it and I'll just roll under a 3.
Okay.
I'll roll super low.
Cool.
Yeah, there we
A
go.
4 because they're troops, right?
Yeah.
4, that's it. Easy, I can easily roll under a 4. You've just seen me do it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I've still got the sterilisers anyway. They could do some work. Okay, cool.
But
Yeah,
I would
so-
recommend, guys, if you're ever at an event and something like that happens, just let your opponent do it. In a different order. It does. If you couldn't have affected it in any way, and you didn't have the line to shoot them, then absolutely, that's.
Can
that's
any of
fine.
this stuff hero intervene?
The only thing that can over there are the scarabs, but
Right, okay.
for a CP. We gained 1 this turn, didn't we? Up to 4.
Right, remember guys, super chat super helps the channel. And of course, any questions you have, Necrons of course massively buffed. Maybe you've got questions about how do you beat Necrons, how you take on something like the Satan, or how do you deal with the Silent King. Maybe you've got questions to either me or Steve about the new Chaos Space Marine stuff, or just where Vanguard Tactics is at the moment, or any other questions you might have. Anybody painting? Let me know what you're painting. That'd be really, really interesting to see. And if you're...
What are you working on at the minute, Michael?
What am I working on? Oh, good question. I am working on my Night Lords. So I've jumped heavily into the Night Lords and I've started repainting my army to a sort of newer scheme. You can see it at on Instagram at VT_Mike. That's my Instagram. And yes, so I've been repainting my Night Lords. Really, really enjoying the new book, and it feels like a challenge in the game as well. And I do love a challenge when it comes to the tabletop. So really, really been enjoying their morale shenanigans and more. I've played 8 games with them now, and I have won one, finally, my last game. And I think that's something very interesting to say, actually, because even players like us, with a new book, something we never used before, trying things out with maybe a faction that's not particularly powerful, you're going to lose games. And, you know, I lost 7 games in a row. I didn't get dismayed. I was like, right, looking at my score each game and thinking, I'm getting more in my secondaries, I'm getting more in my primaries. And eventually, of course, I did win a game. So if you are finding yourself on a losing streak...
Do you want to go to top down a second?
Yep.
So you can see where the...
If you are on a losing streak, just start looking at individual points, set yourself a target, get 2 more on that secondary each game, get 4 more primary each game. So yeah, that's my advice. That's what I've been working on. Richard, what are you working on?
I'm actually painting up my Blue Cron Silent King at the moment. It's been on the table for a little while. It's been a bit too hot to paint.
It has.
Paints have been drying far too quickly. So yeah, he's going. And apart from that, I've got I think I mentioned it last time, I've got a couple of Eldar jet bikes I'm converting up into some slightly more extravagant ones for some characters. So,
Very interesting. Yeah, obviously the Silent King on the channel today is the studio Silent King, if you can't tell from the colour scheme. How are you finding the Silent King, Richard?
As in on the table, really, really good. Like, unbelievable. And actually, to paint, it's a great challenge. As James from Siege often says, push yourself, pick a model that perhaps you see as a challenge or is a bit different to one you painted before, and see if you can push your painting skill. And that's definitely the case with this one, just for sheer size.
Absolutely. And I have to echo that, guys. If you're painting something and you're like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I did the eyeballs on this guy? Don't just give up straight away. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to try it just this once. Look up a quick tutorial, have a go. And that's really, I think, how most people level up their painting skill, is by just challenging themselves and trying something new on a model because they think it's going to look or make it look better. I know that freehand, for me, terrified me for a long time back in the day. And then I was like, you know what? I really want to do some freehand Tau markings. And I was like, okay, they're mostly straight lines, so I'll just start with that. And then, I'm freehanding lightning on Night Lords now. And so you over time you build that confidence and you build that skill set. So definitely, and of course use all the resources out there that you can. Siege obviously is one of our sponsors, and they do excellent tutorials and stuff. So yeah, not just a commission company, but also people who want to help you get better at your painting and get your models on the table. Got some extreme focus from Steve here, trying to make sure all the firing lines are ready. The chickens move so quick. It's actually surprising, isn't it?
I'll tell you about that, because I've spent a CP
to
advance them 6 inches.
Very nice.
And they don't count as, whatchamacallit.
Move in. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
So it's not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. Nice rapid movement. And I assume they're going to start shooting at some destroyers.
Well, we can only hope. I mean, I've got a blooming monolith to contend with here, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep them off there, because he can't shoot anyway. He can't get a bead on. Can't see anything. So I may as well keep these off the obscuring, so then monolith can't see me.
Mm-hmm. The monolith can move next turn.
What?
Well, it's been activated now. Ancient machineries.
How far does it move?
I believe it's 8 or something.
Well, I'm just going to move block it a bit then.
Okay.
It is 8 inches.
Yeah, cool.
There's not much I can do about this objective.
Yeah.
Really not much I can do about that at all.
We've got someone working on Stumper. Don't care how competitive it is.
She's a big model.
Yeah. Stumper's cool. I don't actually like the Stumper model, if I'm honest. I know. It's sad, but yeah, just not a fan of the sculpt.
I still think my favourite Stomper was the old epic one with the sort of bubble belly. That
Oh
one,
yeah.
that one's just got nostalgia written all over it for me.
Yeah, yeah. eBay Rescue Stomper. Yeah, interesting getting, obviously getting stuff from eBay and rescuing it is a great way to cash, but it can be very, very difficult if someone's painted a lot of layers on stuff.
If you find old metal though, because you can always strip that back, that's definitely the holy grail of eBay rescues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Right, are we near to a decision?
No, not really. Having an OBSEC army is a bit of a pain. Trying to hide from a monolith is also a bit of a pain. She's got lots of pains going on because I've got a monolith to contend with.
Mandy, so much pain.
He's
You
literally-
put Stephen.
It causes me
I
so
love
much
it.
pain, Mandy. They're moving over here. This unit can hopefully see this unit off.
It's a good lesson actually, because if you ever play against someone that has snuck 300 points of
Extra in their
extra
army.
in their army, you know sort of how to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
Although a whole monolith, I'd be very impressed if you could get away with that.
So I'm going to use my martial ability to use a data tether so these guys don't suffer the -1 to hit, alright?
Cool. Okay. Which guys is that? Sorry.
The Ruststalkers.
They don't have the data tether keyword. Is there a dune crawler nearby?
There was at the start in the command phase.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within
Cool.
the right
Yeah,
radius.
just so everybody knows, we're playing that right. The dune crawler has that special data tether thing to give it to a core unit, and so the ability was able to be given to them.
Within 6, so
It was probably within 6.
let's have a look. The base, I thought it was a bit bigger than 6 actually. The base is 7. I was touching there. 7 takes me to there. Within 6, there or
Have it,
thereabouts.
have it.
There or
Cool, that's
thereabouts.
fine.
You're fighting
That's
300
fine.
extra points.
I'm
Have it.
fighting 300 points. There might be an inch in it or so. I thought it was 12 inches. So sometimes it's easy to forget that sometimes it's only 6 inches. You often think it's 12, but there we go. Right. So I need to do a rod over here. I'll roll it now. Come on.
All right, guys, come
Let's
on.
go.
You gotta be at this stage.
Is it equal and under?
Is
It's
equal
4
and
and
under with +1.
So
Come
3
on.
models goes to a 4.
Easy.
4 and under.
Easy.
Easy.
Easy,
And it's only because you forgot your Catan that I let you have back. Otherwise, I
Go
would
for
have
it.
easy
Yeah.
game, wouldn't it?
I
Come
mean,
on.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna get it.
Yes.
Got it.
Brilliant.
Yes. Woohoo.
I'm gonna chuck those 4 points on now.
Right. This guy's going to do the action again because he can. Sure. Now, what's his range actually on that twin Onager Watson jobs? Because I might just pull one of those Ruststalkers back a little bit. He's got the twin is 36 inches. Is that getting me a bead on anything at all here?
No.
No, it's not. It's really not shooting anything, is it? So, absolutely pointless. He may as well do the action then, and he's screening you out anyway over here. So he's kind of doing his job quite nicely for me. Right, we'll kick off with this unit here. I can only see 3 can shoot the unit of destroyers.
Okay. I will pop my strat for -1 to wound because las cannons into those. I'm really not liking that.
Okay, so here we go. 6 shots. I'm hitting on 2s, and I'm re-rolling 1s to hit and 1s to wound.
Happy.
Here we go.
Nice.
So I've all hit.
Excellent.
So would have been wounded on 3s. Now I'm wounding on 4s.
And I haven't rolled any 1s. So that's 3.
Any? What's your AP?
Lots.
More than 3?
It should be 3 at least.
If it's 3, I get a save. If it's more than that,
Let's go with 3. Minus
Do
3.
you want to roll the save anyway?
6. Save 1.
Okay, so
Just 2 dead.
So
2
2
dead.
deads.
Do they come back?
I think I probably got those 2. Try and cut back on what can shoot them.
just make sure you speak up a little bit for the
Yeah,
mic.
cut
just
back
to-
on what can shoot them. So pulled the ones that I think are in line of sight of the dream crawler, so they're now should be out, I hope. And I get to re-roll one of these, so I'll keep the 2,
Dear.
and I'm going to re-roll 1.
Don't you do
This
it?
is my protocol.
Don't
So
do Richard, or you can leave.
no.
Yeah,
Good man. You can stay.
you can stay. Right, next up then, we're going to use the guys here. Going to double shoot into your heavy 2 shots and the rangers. Not my... Yeah, they are rangers, aren't they?
The little foot guys.
Foot guys into your scarabs there, okay? They're getting +1 to hit as well, rerolling 1s. So they're hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Okay. -1, please. But you get cover.
I get cover, so that will be 5s going to 6s. Save 1 damage.
1 base dead then, yeah?
If it's 1 damage each, yeah.
Yeah, 1 damage, yeah.
which
Do you want to roll your things now?
Roll these. Nope.
1 base dead, cool.
Even with a reroll.
Then I'll use the tank next with its 16 shots for 8, 12, 16 shots, just to kill the last scarab base off. Getting the +1 to hit again.
Yeah, very nice.
Wounding on
3s.
I'm just going to pick it up.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, nice.
come on, well.
And the reason why I did it in that order is to get me that kill the vehicle.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very clever play there. Just getting that kill of the vehicle.
Yeah. So next up, we're going to go with because this guy can only see one of the Toomey blades, I'm going to go with the twin Phosphor Dewberry Watson at your Tomb blades. I'm +1 to hit, you're -1, hitting on 3s. Cool.
Very nice.
Then we're wounding on 3s. That many saves at -2, please.
-2.
That's 5 at -2.
So 6s and...
That's the unit gone. So that's 2 kills now for vehicle kills for me.
Very good.
Now I'm going to go next with the Rangers. And they're going to shoot at the destroyers there. I've got 4 of those little chaps. So it's going to be 8 shots.
And they're still -1 to wound.
Still -1 to wound. It's their only target, so we'll go into there anyway. +1 to hit. No rerolls. Got 2 mortal wounds in addition. 5s to wound, so that's 4 saves at -1 AP.
So this is 3s against 4s. So
And then
save
2 more wounds.
And 2 more wounds, kill 1 and a wound on another.
Do you get a guy back?
Nope, don't even with a reroll. So another guy goes down.
Nice.
Okay.
And one extra wound, wasn't it?
Yes, please, mate.
Whittling them down.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Now, here's the spicy stuff. I've got a riser stratagem. I've got 3 destroyers in range of your destroyers. Here we go. Destroyers, babies. Come on.
Time to destroy.
Now, you've got a unit of over 6.
I have a unit of 6.
Of 6. So I get blast, so minimum 3 shots.
3.
So you spent 2 CP here.
Spending 2 CPs. Only 3 can see, unfortunately.
So you're down to 1.
Because of the... Yeah, so I'm down to 1 now.
Have you spent any other CP this turn?
Yeah, so I spent 1 to auto-advance 6 and ignore the penalty so I can get the line of sight.
Down to 1 and Rich, you've got 3 left.
Here we go then.
Yes.
I want some big rolls here.
Come on, guys.
That's not bad. So that becomes a 3.
That's pretty good.
So we've got 10, 13 shots.
That's pretty good.
6, 9, 12, 13.
Cool.
He's a flat damage 3 now.
Is hitting on 4s, is that right?
Uh,
So don't get the doctrine, I don't
they're
know,
not going to get the
is
+1. It's just what their regular...
there? Yeah.
Yeah, they are ballistic skill 4. Rerolling 1s because I got my Dominus out.
Nice.
I haven't rolled any 1s, so nobody dies.
Mm-hmm.
And I can re-roll a hit roll,
Yes.
or I can re-roll a wound roll. I'm wounding on 3s, so I might save my re-roll for my wound roll because there's a higher significance of it.
Yeah.
But if I do get another hit roll through, then it's probably more powerful than if it then carries through. The damage isn't going to matter.
But it's what, 50-50?
It's a 50-50.
They're definitely core, right? And get the reroll.
So that's from my Canticle.
Ah, right. Okay.
My Canticle, I get
Okay.
the
yes.
the re-roll a hit, re-roll a wound. Is it both or one or the other?
That is, yeah, that's the thing. I think it's both. I'm pretty sure it's both, actually.
If it's
From
both,
my-
then
my
Spicy if
experience
it
with,
is.
Mars.
when this can each time, yes, you can. No, you can re-roll a hit. Yeah, so you can. Then it's 3 bullet points.
Cool.
So here's my re-roll a hit. Looking for a 4. That's a 2. That's not
Okay.
enough.
At least it's not 1.
Yeah. Now we're looking for
3.
3s. And I'll re-roll this 2
that's a
here.
good roll.
That's another one.
That is a very good roll.
What is your AP?
The AP on destroyers. We don't see these
3,
units
I
very
think.
often.
If it's 3, I get a save. If it's 4, I don't.
It is -3.
Okay, so 6s again.
Right.
Now, the key thing is here, heavy destroyer's got 4 wounds. These are flat 3. So
Yeah.
the first 2 will be taken out the heavy destroyer.
Cheeky.
Like it.
And I save one. So, first 2 take out the heavy, and then you kill another 4. The good thing about this is there's 1 left.
No.
Some could come back here.
And I get to.
Do you mind doing your reanimation before you remove the models? You can obviously put them wherever you need to, Rich. It
Yeah,
saves a bit of
absolutely.
time, yeah.
So.
Poor
2.
Steve. If only you had 1 more breacher in range.
Oh no.
So, and I get to re-roll 1 of these dice.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I think I get.
Okay.
Well, 1's definitely getting back, and re-rolling 1 wouldn't make any difference.
So.
1's getting back up.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter which way I do this. So, well, it does now, just in case you've got any more beads on them. You've shot the.
So you could bring the heavy destroyer back.
So I bring
instead.
the heavy back.
Interesting.
Just nicely hide him out of the way.
Cheeky. Oh well, that's a few gone down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking the guts out of that unit at the moment, which
Yeah.
is.
That was unfortunate.
And 1 reroll wouldn't have done anything on that anyway, because.
Yes, very nice. Well, I'm happy with that anyway. So, they've obviously R&D, so they can't do anything. We've got a combat over here. We're going to charge into these little doobry whatsits.
Yeah, both your Doom Crawlers fired.
Yeah, this one did the action.
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice little 5 will get you in.
Yeah.
Especially with the
Cheeky.
increased engagement range for being
Then I'll pile in.
behind the
And
wall.
basically, the intent here is just to move block the destroyers as best as I can. There we go. So that's going to be where I'm at. They're all within engagement range now to fight. So we're going to get some attacks. Now these guys, I'm not getting any re-rolls. How many wounds have you got in that unit?
There's only 5.
For only 5 wounds?
Yeah, there's 1 wound each, 5 models,
Toughness?
T5. T5, 3 up safe.
T5. So I'm strength 5, so I'm wounding on 4s. I could pump it to a 6 up. Strength 6. They're getting 3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a sergeant gets an extra attack. We'll go with that. I need to keep myself a CP for next turn. There is a massive bee in the studio right now. Like, we're talking a whopper of a bee.
Giant bumblebee.
Hopefully it'll find its way out.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
But,
He's obviously come.
I'm sure you guys can.
The issue is the door.
So the bells stop, bee comes in.
Stop. Bees comes in. You guys carry on. I'm going to open the blinds here.
See if we can
hopefully
get him out. Yeah, yeah.
Seb, do you want to open the blinds to the other window? See if we can get this bee out.
He's a big boy.
But yeah, you guys crack on. I'll put the dice cam up.
We will be back shortly, ladies and gents. Oh, bee
Don't worry.
commentary. The bee is in a pint glass.
I've
Bee
caught
will
him.
be
I've caught him.
Out of the,
I've caught him.
studio very, very quickly. And yeah, Hero Steve.
There we go. We've saved a bumblebee today. Right.
Whew.
Okay.
He's gone. Whew, I think that was a queen bee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm back.
Cool.
That's how you do it.
We've saved the day.
Whew. Left my pint glass outside though. We can get that later. Right. What was I doing?
Fight then.
Fighting. Yeah. Cool. So hitting on 3s. Oh. No, I need that again because 6s do mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely 2 dead so far.
And you're wounded on 4s.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a bit of a rubbish roll, that.
It is. Yeah.
And 2 extras. Mortals on top.
Yes.
Yep.
So, what's the AP on those?
-3.
So, I need 6s. And I need a few of them. No.
They're gone. Just enough.
Just enough. For
And
the
it's
city.
not really worth a reroll for that. Although it would keep me an objective. Trying to reroll into a 6, just the odds aren't.
No,
Oh,
just
no.
not there, are they? And then just going to consolidate, ending a little bit closer, keeping my coherency of 2 inches, keeping 1 model on the objective, obviously
and outside
outside
of
of
2 inches of
outside of the 2 inches, but it's just to prevent this unit from going this direction.
Yeah, amazing.
So that's kind of what I want to pen them in, and they also there can all then touch terrain just to get the bit of extra cover as well.
What do we need to do? What do we need to super chat to let Steve control the bee?
I get the bee.
Right, so points.
Yeah, points on the doors then.
And you're still on that one.
Still just towing onto that one.
So 3 for the second primary.
Yeah, 3 for the primary.
Very nice.
You get another 2 for your engage, because they're 3 models, and actually those guys are in now as well.
But they're not
both
yeah.
2, so just this guys.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you on?
We've killed 2 units for eradication.
We have.
Yep,
I've
cool.
eradicated some Necron
We've
flesh.
got that, so you might get that at the end of the battle round.
Yeah.
And yeah, otherwise, over to Richard. What are you getting for your primary?
I am on 4.
4.
This is low scoring at the minute, despite having all the obsec. And Steve's done a really good job of penning me in, guys, which is, it's going to make this turn a little bit difficult without maybe overextending too much.
So what I've tried to do here with the AdMech, I mean, this is very rare I play a gunline army, but what I'm doing is shifting focus. So I've taken a long edge game, because this is the battlefield edge, is this one, this is my one, as we have here, this is my battlefield edge. What I've actually done is, if you can see now, is I've changed, now this is my deployment zone. I've changed deployment zones. So now I've got a much longer angle, and I'm starting to use these layers now to move block Rich into that quarter. So again, I'm switching the play up to put the table in my preferential way of obviously using long shooting alleys.
Yep.
And because the terrain's set up in a way to defend against this battlefield edge, by switching it this way opens up a lot more different fire lanes for me. So that's kind of the tactics I'm going for. We'll see if it works out at the end.
Yeah, very nice.
What ways have you got to fall back and shoot?
I don't have any.
Don't have any ways to fall back and shoot. So if I tag your units, you are stuck.
Yes.
Fine. Okay, guys, so I've healed a wound on one of the destroyers over there. That was the dice you might have seen me removing. In my command phase, I get to use rites of reanimation from my Technomancer to bring one of my destroyers back, which might be something later on. If I can keep them alive another turn and get another one back and yada, yada, yada.
Nice.
My will be done. We'll go on the Scorpex for +1 to hit. The other Scorpex should be in range here with the extended range for my... Yep, so the other Scorpex +1 to hit, and the second one from the King will go on the Tomb Blades. 5 up invuln. 5 up invuln will go on the Scorpex Destroyers. That's command phase. I'm going to CP. Have you getting one?
No, but I have now.
Do you have a super chat
Yeah.
from Let's Talk Wargaming, run by Dom? It is fantastic. Check out the podcast. Dom has these really, really positive chats with lots of people that you might well know from the hobby. So definitely check that out because they're fantastic. So thanks for the £5, Dom. Let's go, Crons. What do you lads think are the top 3 armies in 40k right now? Well, Steve, if me and you sort of chat about this while Rich does his turn. Let's go for top 3, Steve. Can you give me one?
Top 3. Sisters.
Yeah.
Easy.
Agreed.
Their primary game is, their secondary game is too strong at the moment.
Yes.
Like, too strong.
Stronger than Necrons.
Repentia, very strong now. Indirect's been massively nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think Sisters, very strong army at the moment. Yeah.
I agree. Sisters probably up near the top there. I think Nids. I think Nids are still very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Their secondaries aren't fantastic, but
their damage output is.
Their damage output is amazing.
Yeah.
And they still have some units that are pretty well pointed and lots of shenanigans with spore mines, etc. And I think good players can really leverage the best out of them. And then the last top one, I'd be tempted to say there's probably some disgusting form of Chaos Space Marines list that we've not quite yet seen come out of the woodwork. We know Creations of Baal is strong. We know Emperor's Children's very, very strong.
Word Bearers,
very, very strong. So I think Chaos Space Marines, we're going to see what happens, but I reckon they've probably got one of those.
I think Word Bearers with 30 possessed, some power dudes, Master of Possession, such like relics. You can't reroll hit rolls, wound rolls, and damage rolls against them in combat. That's very, very strong, and I think, that's a top army at the moment. Now, we haven't really seen yet, so it's an arms race to see who can get 30 possessed painted up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's going to be a lot of lists that are running a lot of the same units for Chaos Space Marines, whether that be Terminators maybe, or possessed, or even spamming legionary units. I think there's probably some value in that in certain lists.
Yeah.
I really like Iron Hands. Not Iron Hands, Iron Warriors.
Yeah.
I think they've got some really, really strong play in there with like -1 damage on Terminators, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ignoring cover. Their shooting is incredible as well with the ignores cover. I think Iron Hands are probably one of the top legions in the book.
Yeah, I mean, let's not count out Harlequins, they're still strong.
Yeah.
Eldar still very potent as well.
Absolutely.
So there's many top armies. Tower good still. I'm cooking up a Custodes list I wouldn't mind putting on the channel again at some point in the future. I've got a Twilight Harlequin army that I'm really looking forward to using as well.
Yeah.
So I think there's...
Necrons obviously in a very good position now with secondaries probably almost as strong as Sisters ones.
Yeah.
It's just we haven't seen huge results from Necrons in the past.
Yeah.
Because their sort of damage output's never been quite the same as, like Repentia units, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the reliability isn't the same as these Miracle Dice that we get going on.
I think my Blood Angels are still pretty strong. I did really well at Beachhead with them. I was quite unfortunate that I had to play... All my losses were to Sisters. I had to play Sisters 3 times. But not just Sisters. I was playing Vic Vijay, who I think is #1 in the world at the moment with Sisters. And he had a 35-point last turn, Michael.
35-point last turn.
I was up and I lost by 5. It just came down to the mission was really... you scored 8 points at the end of the game, plus then 12.
Yeah.
So going second was huge there. And me and Vic had a fantastic game. Yeah. And then I had to play Manny as well with his sisters. And then Ben Jones with his sisters. So it was a very... And Blood Angels do not like Sisters. A very tough matchup. Yeah,
absolutely. They can trade really well into them. Sisters great at the moment, and of course 3 fantastic players.
Yeah,
that you had to play against.
But so I think Blood Angels are in a good spot.
Yeah, agreed. And if you guys are interested, I think there's the World Team Championships, and obviously they try and pick some of the top armies in the game. So maybe you can get an idea of the landscape of the meta from that.
Or just take the armies you enjoy.
Well, if you want to know what's out there, and you potentially have to fight, definitely.
Yes.
But if you want to, never stop playing what you want to play. I'm playing Night Lords for God's sake, and they're probably the bottom legion in the Chaos Space Marine book, if we're honest. But I love them to bits, and I'm going to take them. Always push yourself with the models you love.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, almost there. Last little bit. Sorry.
Just shoot everything. Just charge everything.
Am I putting the pressure on it, Rich?
You are.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And it's
as I'm 400 points down.
Don't forget the monolith can move now.
Where does Mandy want to move it? Mandy's in charge.
Needs
Mandy's in charge. She's got to say what she wants to do. Anything else you're doing? Well, Mandy's deciding what she does with her monolith.
I'm going to expect the monolith's just going to go towards the Rangers. So if we don't get a direction, that's what we'll do.
Well, I'll start to unbush it. It's very bushly.
It is quite bushly. It's old. It's an ancient machine.
So we've got 8 inches. We'll basically take you to... You can get on the other objective if you want. Mandy, you happy with that?
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Let's do it.
I think that's me done.
I think Steve feels how the Admech actually would feel if a monolith suddenly came to life on their battlefield.
Trim that bush.
I think the Necrons have moved, the Scarabs have moved out of the way, Mandy. So
yeah.
You're good.
And it can fly, right?
No.
It can't fly.
It can't actually fly.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems.
But what it has done now is block line of sight, so the Silent King can't shoot my Rangers.
Yeah, which is annoying me for my Code of Combat. Oh well, everything's going to have to go into Watchstalkers.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Mandy says that you need to keep the Scarabs to hold the point, or the Monolith to hold the point. So
no, I don't, because it's sticky.
It is sticky objective, so that's fine.
Yeah.
She's happy with that.
Look, Mandy
says...
But
I've also got a Tomb Blade on it now.
What Mandy says goes, so... There's a Tomb Blade on it, yeah.
Tomb Blade is on it.
Technically, the Mandy's on both objectives at the moment. It can pick which one it wants.
Great. So I'm not going to forget this time.
What's that?
Nightbringer.
Go on then.
4 units within 24.
Is it 4? I thought it was 3.
3 units. 3 units within 24, sorry.
Cool. Hold on a second.
On a 4-up. So, not 4-up, on a less than the models in the unit. Mm-hmm. So these guys.
Yep.
These guys.
Rangers.
And these guys.
Okay.
Sure. breaches.
Look at him.
Sorry, destroyers. Sorry, destroyers first. So anything but a 5 or 6.
That's a
Of
6.
course, you rolled a 6. Classic. Next up, then 1, 2, or 3 on the. They take 3 wounds.
Okay.
Ouch.
And then next up is the 5-man unit. So anything but a 5 or 6. Roll a 6 as usual.
Okay.
Nearest visible unit with the Gaze of Death. So these guys,
Oh dear.
3 dice.
Popping a blue
every
steel.
every 4 up to D3 mortals. That's 2D3 mortals.
What?
It's only 3.
Okay.
Only 3?
And 1 was on 1 wound. So
Yes. Yeah, so
grand.
Do have a super chat, Mr. Coffee, 50 DKK. I'm gonna go with
I'm going to spend
Danish
1 extra
krona
CP.
is my guess, but I might be wrong. We all know that the top 3 army right now is Gene Stealer Cult, Gene Stealer Cult, and Gene Stealer Cult. And you couldn't be wrong, because they're probably, under the surface, they're probably Gene Stealer Cult, manipulating the sisters, that kind of thing.
So guys, while Mike was talking there, paid a CP to use a random Catan power. Roll
thank
a
you
3.
for the super chat, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
3 is Sky Falling Stars. So the one I used before. Pick 3 more units.
Yeah.
Um,
You have to put you on a clock in a
Doesn't
minute.
stop.
I'm just going to put him on a.
this
Where's
time,
the chess
I'm
clock?
going to go for the Ballistari.
I'm going to clock him out in turn 2.
Ballistari, the Destroyers and the Rangers. So a 1, 2, or 3 on the Ballistari. They take 1 wound. The Rangers take 2. And the Destroyers take 2.
Cool. It's just a lot of admin.
Yeah, I know.
Just a lot of admin.
Imagine when I had 3 of them.
It's a lot of
Oh.
admin.
Right, so that is the end of the movement phase then. So shooting phase. Mandy, what do you want to shoot?
Yeah, Mandy, you choose.
You have some
Then
picks.
what else you got, Rich?
What are the targets? We can look at the top down there. So,
So
can you see any vehicles?
Mandy can shoot this thing here,
Cool,
Yep.
the Dune Crawler,
cool.
probably.
Definitely with the big gun.
Yeah, I just more about
Yeah,
And the
you're
little
just
ones.
about in that.
Everything can
Yeah.
go into that if you want.
and then you can shoot the Rangers.
Cool. Okay. Or you can charge the Rangers, Mandy.
Good old charge the Rangers.
Suck
Yeah.
them into that portal.
Mhm.
Right, are we doing her first?
No, do you? You go.
All right, in which case I'm going to shoot these guys into here. They advance, they're -1 to hit, they've got assault weapons. It is 5 shots each.
Wow. 5 shots each.
Who's
There's
this?
no AP.
This is the Tomb Blade shooting my 3 Rangers.
Oh,
We'll
right.
double check that then.
They're hitting on
They're definitely not
4s.
6, but they're hitting on 4s. I don't normally shoot them because
5 shots seems weird for 2
they're
guns.
6 shots each actually.
Yeah, I was going to say it's 3 more.
Yeah, strength 5, AP 0.
Heat raising to Dune Rider, particle to Rangers.
The Rangers might not be there, so in a minute you might have more shots on the vehicle. But if I survive this, then we'll just say they're dead from whatever goes into them.
So, yeah, this is 3s, so 5, no AP.
So they're actually okay. So then the death rays go into them, yeah?
Yeah. Not the death ray, I'm afraid.
Sorry, the other way. I'm not sure
Particle
the
whip.
names of
D6
stuff.
shots. 2 shots, just enough. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit,
I can
wounding
actually-
on 2s.
Minus? Cool.
Lots.
Get 1 dead then. Cool. I got a Ranger alive.
You got 6 I didn't run, but
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Roll a 6 then.
oh.
Grand. And the particle whip into the tank, was it? No, the other way around. 4 shots into the tank.
Yeah. 2
2
hits.
2 hits.
It's still waking up, you see.
2 wounds, AP -3,
6s. Nothing.
D3 plus 3 damage each. So
8.
8 damage. And he had 6 wounds already.
It's not powered up yet.
Does it explode? No. 4, 6. I got 11 dudes.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh.
Oh no, 3.
dear.
I don't want to lose 3. He's only got 7 left.
Is that 3 electric priests?
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh well. Right, and they're getting out over there on the objective.
Cool. So I've lost a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Grand. So next shots then are the barge into your Cerberus Raiders.
Just going to tidy them up a smidge, just to keep them behind you
So,
obscuring.
the barge has got the Voltaic Staff. That's a relic staff. 4 shots. He'll be hitting on 2s unless there's any modifiers, and 6s explode for 2 extra hits.
What's the damage on this?
Flat 2.
Okay, so it could kill the Raiders.
Not if he rolls 2 misses.
No.
And he's also got the underslung gun as well. So these are strength 5. No, not wounding.
Cool.
3 other shots hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Drops 1, strength 6, toughness 4.
Yeah.
5. So 3s, 1 wound, AP -3, D3 damage.
Roll a 6.
Oh, loves it. Yeah. So
Green's
just
got
got the Silent King to go then. Everything goes into your little boys here.
What? The Rust Stalkers?
Yes. So he's got an Assault 9 weapon to start with, hitting on 2s, full rerolls.
Because he's cool.
Still roll a 1 into a 1. These will be wounding on 3. Your toughness 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
It might be 2s.
Toughness
all
3.
of his weapons are.
Noted, Mandy. I'll keep
Yeah,
that order
2,
ready
sorry.
for next turn.
Drop 1, no reroll. So 7 AP -2 for 1 damage.
So I'm in cover, so I'm on a 3-up save. But when I'm in cover, I get additional as well. So I'm actually on a 2-up right now.
Nice.
So, yeah, so I'm
2
on
-2, so
4.
4s.
Easy.
Kills 1.5.
What's the
One
damage?
damage each. These ones.
So I'll get rid of that one because I need charging me. Thank you very much. And one's on a wound, yeah?
Yep. We've got
Cool, cool.
another whole
Oh.
heap of
Knock them over.
shots to go.
We're not treating the monolith as being in the same what's it?
So
Dynasty.
No.
So
3
it's not
shots,
gonna get the,
hitting on 2s.
Mandy's in her own
full
dynasty.
rerolls.
Well, actually, we're just not going to give it.
Wounding on
the rolls
2s.
from the because I appreciate it doesn't have to be in the same dynasty. But
Yeah, I'll leave that one.
it's
Um,
not. It's a separate.
So
part
that
of the,
is AP -3 for 2 damage each.
On 2,
Yeah, 2 of them.
-3.
Yep.
So 5 ups.
2
no.
dead.
2 dead. You're already taking the objective anyway, so I may as well just pull you that way a little bit.
And your wound goes because one of
Yeah.
those guys was on that one. And then you've got 2 menhirs coming as well. Both hit, 2's the wound. I'll re-roll that one for a CP.
And what's this on?
Okay.
The same unit, still firing the last 2 shots from the king, and they're AP -4 and flat 6 damage.
That unfortunately kills them both. Does that give you a code then?
Yes, 3 points on code of combat.
Ugh. That's a shame. I didn't roll a 6 then, because then you wouldn't have got any points.
No.
Oh well.
Well, I believe you both got 2 CP.
Such is life.
Yes, you are correct. Grand, so he might run away, I hope. That's all my shooting. So
All right.
I've got some charges to do.
Charges.
First of all, the Nightbringer is going to go into your boys here.
Cool. They'll set to defend. You rolled a 5.
With the extra bit, in any way.
You're in, yeah.
What I'm not going to do is base you.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is I want to be able to use my extra movement to get into your destroyers so that you'll...
Remember, you have to end closest to close enemy model.
I think they'll all be dead, just in combat.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so they just try and get that bit of extra movement. The bikes will charge just to make sure.
Yep. Just roll your dice. Push them in.
Yeah. And then the barge is the only one that's a bit dodgy over there. 7, I think, maybe a 6. He gets a reroll because he's caught
So,
and he's got his
before
own.
you do that, I can move this unit. I can move this unit in such a way, but then that means you could charge into my Electro Priest with this unit here.
Which was the plan.
If I do that, so if I stay where I am, you can't do that. So I'll let you just charge into those guys, I think, yeah.
Okay. 6. Can you see if that's in?
Code of combat. Can you get 4 more points now if you kill this unit?
Yeah, in combat.
Okay.
So
it could be worth
to the
spending
hull.
the CP
to the
anyway.
hull, so you're within, yeah, we'll say it's in.
Okay.
Yep.
Grand. If not, I'll reroll.
Because you're within
it
7,
because
yeah.
I get a free reroll.
So it could have been worth here spending the CP to move anyway to stop him getting 4 points on code.
Oh, fair enough.
So
What, an additional 4 points?
Yes.
yes,
I
So you can get
and it
7
doesn't
points
count.
in a turn?
You can get
Yeah,
as
yeah,
many
it doesn't
points. I can get 15 points in a turn.
is that a decision you'd make?
And there's no cap.
There's no cap.
There's no cap.
There's no cap.
Wow. No, I'm going to keep them as CPs. That's ridiculous, but anyway, cool.
So the score packs will go in as well.
Yep, they're in. I'll save my 2 CPs.
And what I'm going to do, because you can activate and then consolidate with these guys, I will end up fighting.
So he
when
makes
I come to it.
he makes them fight last. Okay.
Yeah.
Not
you
that
can
you're
only
really
do 3
cared.
wounds on me anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'll fight first with the barge because I want to try and kill your guys.
Sure.
I think these guys are only 4
Here's an
attacks.
interesting thing you could do, Steve.
What's that?
So you could make him fight last, and then he has to fight with the destroyers first and kills your unit. So that's another cheeky thing you could do.
Could do that actually, yeah. So that's 1 CP.
On
To
a
make-
core unit.
It's core unit, yeah. It's not a
make
bad
someone
shout.
Fight last.
Yeah.
But you'll have to check whether it's one unit that you pick or whether it's all units in engagement range.
Let's have a look, yeah. Because having a no cap on that is pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, so having just some way to
Yeah, nullify it.
nullify it.
And that is a 1 CP stratagem.
I believe
Let's have a little
so.
look here. So we've got
It's a strategic ploy.
Electroshocked, I believe. Cult Mechanicus core or Cult Mechanicus character.
Or Cult Mechanicus. Okay, so it's only Cult Mechanicus that can do it.
Yeah, not
Skitari,
Skitari.
yeah, okay.
No, so
That's a shame.
anyway, good call though. Yeah,
So 4 attacks,
sure.
hitting on 2s.
You've hit.
These are strength 5, so 4s.
Sure.
I get 1. How many guys you got left?
3.
3. In which case, I don't bother. There's no point in CP in that. So it's AP minus 2, and it's flat 2 damage, kills 1.
Okay.
Well.
Do I take him out of combat? You could always pile in anyway. So, if you want to, no, I'll leave this model here because they're bases at the moment. So I'll get rid of that model. Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So then these guys.
Destroyers. I'll just pick them up.
Destroyers are going in. Yeah, fine. In which case, I will pile the 3 inches.
Yep.
Towards. No, I won't. Because
Well, you can always come back to this later anyway, Richard.
yeah,
Just
you're gonna,
something
well,
else.
only because you'll have to try and move
So
towards.
then I
the unit.
activate here. I'm going to base him so he can't move it. Oh, move him anywhere.
Fine.
So you're based, all right?
Yep.
The only interesting thing we need to look at is we are just within 4. So if you do kill the unit,
I can get in combat with.
then you can get in combat with the destroyers. Yeah.
And you guys get to hit me back, but
Yeah.
I will probably have taken my 3 wounds
Yeah.
for the phase.
Cool. So I set to defend with that unit. So 3, 3, 3, 4. So hitting on 3s because they're -1 to hit technically, and then we're looking for
Toughness 7.
5s and 6s, 2 mortal wounds, and 2 saves. Oh, I get +1 to wound, don't I? Because I'm riser, so it's 3.
Oh, of course, yes.
course I
One
do.
more wound, right? Because there's 1/6.
Huh?
One more.
One
and
mortal,
3 saves.
one mortal, yeah,
3
and 3
saves.
saves, yeah.
4 ups.
So it takes
Takes
his
his
3
3.
wounds, yeah.
Very nice.
And how many guys you got left? 4.
4 guys left.
Oh, right. So the toss up here, guys, is the fact that you've got an invuln, have you?
It is a 5-up invalid.
In which case, then I just go for the big swings, which ignore invulns and feel never.
Okay.
So these are hitting on 2s. They'll be strength 14, so wounding on 2s.
Okay.
It will be slice and dice time.
Needed some 1s there.
It's not
Yeah.
looking good.
They're dead.
No, they are gone.
Okay. They're gone.
How many wounds are they?
2 each.
Okay, I've still got to roll this then.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 at a time then.
Yeah.
Kills 1.
Kills 1.
2.
You've done it.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome.
In which case I pile in the 3.
Yep.
And guys, the main thing with this was, I've got to get the Nightbringer out and do some stuff.
Do you want to put him on the flat part, not on the bush, and then otherwise he might fall over? Cool.
And into
Mhm.
an inch.
Strong move there. Could
Nice.
be a real problem.
So I can potentially just move forward a bit to get my pile in.
Yeah, and then consolidate as well.
Yeah, then I can consolidate.
So we'll take advantage of the silver lining.
I can't do any more wounds to you.
Nope.
No.
Just going to chill like that.
Okay, and so we've got some Tomb Blades to fight in here. I think they 1 attack each. They were given +1 to hit, so they all hit, and they are strength 4, so 3s, 2 wounds, no AP.
Come on, Mr. Ranger, you got this. He doesn't got it with a double 1. No.
And then I'll use my 3 inches to just try and get out of line of sight a little bit more from anything that might get me some stuff there. So other than that, that is my turn. Sorry, I forgot to say, but same guy over the back is doing the
Action.
action,
Yep,
so I get 2 for that. And what do I get? 2 points for controlling 1 objective for my...
Okay.
And they've also done the action on there for the extra 4.
Okay.
It's 2 awakened.
It's crazy. Just getting
Objectives.
4 for doing an action on an objective.
Does you can destroy shoot into combat? That'd be great if they could.
That would be awesome. I doubt it. There might be a strat. You never know.
That'd be-
Not that familiar with them. I don't know if Cult Mechanicus... Isn't there like a canticle that does mortal wounds in combat, if you're lucky?
Let's have a little look.
Might be worth a try. Yeah, cool. So, code we got what from? Code?
I killed 1 unit for 3 in shooting.
Oh, I get my Eradicate the Flesh.
You do.
You
Woo!
do indeed, yeah, 3 points.
Eradicated some flesh.
Well,
Does that-
debatable.
Does that turn off if he's got no vehicle units left on the board?
Well, yeah, because I can't kill any.
Well, yeah, you can't kill anything.
Because I need to use my vehicles to kill
wait,
them.
No, you don't actually. You just need to kill. Oh no, that is right. Yes. You need to kill with your vehicle units. So yeah, it would turn it off if the vehicles are all dead.
Cool.
Right. Well, let us know what you think of the game so far, guys. Very interesting. We've got to see the Nightbringer, cut through those infiltrators like they were butter, and then we've got the horsemen have died as well. Let's see what kind of punchback Steve's going to bring.
All the punches.
All the punches, the chickens. We're going to chicken kick everything.
So I'm going to go for +1 to hit for my canticle in combat this turn.
Cool.
And then for the Admech canticle, I'm going to go with something else.
So it's the Scutari Doctrina.
I'm going to go for +1 strength in combat. Let's go for that. Cool. So I can do 3 wounds to him in the shooting phase, and hopefully 3 in combat, and hopefully kill the Silent King. Not the Silent King, but Nightbringer.
You can shoot in combat, can you?
No, but I can move him out of combat. Cool. Yeah. And then he's within range to make sure this unit doesn't suffer the penalty to suffer any minuses.
The Doctrina, yeah.
Yeah, for the old Doctorina. And then we just want to go and kill some stuff, I think.
What Scutari stuff's actually going into combat this turn?
Well, I got Ruststalkers behind here.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Okay,
But
cool.
they're going to be the thing that do the 3
Yes.
wounds.
Yeah. I see that.
So I want to maximise that,
Fantastic.
really.
Don't forget your sterilizers in reserve.
Yeah. Because I've done a couple of rods, haven't I? So
There might be a cheeky spot in the.
this guy's just going to heal that guy because that gets rid of the admin we had earlier, and he'll just heal him to get rid of that admin. But yeah, there's definitely some spots on the table that I can sneak into
100%.
to get me some rods. Or R&D, should I say. Right, so movement phase then. I think I want to shoot this guy in the face.
Thank you to any members that have joined. I noticed I didn't shout out, but Jonas Glitter, welcome to Lieutenant. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us as members. I will quickly pop up the members' content again in case you missed it at the start. So that's what we've got this month, with more in tow: character combos, Legion tier list, Demonkin tactics, how to let the galaxy burn, and Mark the Chaos can be used and optimized. Chaos Space Marine top combos. We've got an Emperor's Children list overview. We'll have a Night Lords one as well, and we've already filmed and we have out a Demon Engine overview, which is very, very cool. So look out for those this month, and of course plenty more to come. Get in now because the members' content cost will be going up soon-ish, because obviously there is a lot of content we're kicking out, and it's only going to become more because obviously the academy has just begun, so we can focus on really pushing, getting all these members' content out for you.
Not really liking the fact that I'm in combat with this thing. It's not really where I want it to be in my life, you know?
Kind of got to get rid of that Nightbringer. Rich, do you want to run us through what you thought about that turn?
So, to be honest, start of the turn, I'm definitely on the back foot. Steve's speed, I mean, I know not many people have been playing AdMech, inverted commas, competitively since one of the data slates was the autumn one. I can't remember when they lost core on a lot of things and didn't become flavour of the month, should we say. But ultimately their shooting is still good, still damn good, and their movement is still incredible with those chicken walkers. And losing the couple of units over there, which would have allowed me to either hop on objectives or what have you, has really hurt. I had hoped, if the monolith hadn't done her work, that I could have shot off the raiders and then tagged a lot of things with those Scorpex to neutralise the shooting. The shooting this turn is what is going to scare me, I think. But I've got some tricks up my sleeve, so we'll see. Being able to tie up the plasma, the destroyers with the plasma and make them fall back was something, because their flat 3 damage, even though it cost Steve 2 CPs, is scary enough with regards to having 3 wound models everywhere. So yeah, I did what I could, and I'm just hoping that I can start pushing that advantage, and/or the Nightbringer survives on 1 wound. I'll be very happy if that happens.
I don't think Steve will be.
No.
I think he'll be very unhappy. We've got the sterilisers dropping in for a cheeky.
Then I don't think I'm going to fit.
Oh, because they've got big old 40mm bases.
You know, because I didn't completely eradicate this unit.
Yeah.
Can you drop down?
Maybe I can actually.
There.
Yeah, you could probably go in a bit of a line at the bottom there.
Maybe I can.
Maybe between the command barge and the...
I've just got to place 2 more models. Can you pass me 2 more sterilisers over?
Absolutely.
Is it not Unit 5?
It's 1.
Unit 6, mate.
Oh, right.
There's only 5 models there.
Oh.
That's okay. We'll make it easier to place them, right?
Yeah. I took 6 because obviously then it means it's guaranteed on the rodding. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just out. Yeah, I'm over 9 there, and then I can put 1 more base and it'll fit me there.
We'll grab that later.
That as a base.
Sure, they all do. Thank you. So they're just going to come on there and get me that fourth quarter. Cool.
So Steve killing those extra destroyers, which were the things which were screening my backfield, was also quite big. What I didn't want to do though is hang them out again to be shot this turn. So
that's fine. They're probably going to be dead next turn anyway. I won't worry about them too much. Cool. So I was actually tempted to bring them down here. Because I still need to rod in this quarter anyway.
Yeah.
And it's still looking like I might not get this one, but that also gets me an engage in all fronts.
Well, there is a stratagem to put them back in the sky.
There is, yeah.
That's next turn though, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be next turn. So if you did place them safely in your deployment zone, you'd have that option.
Yeah. They could just come down and do that.
Because you're going to get 8 for it anyway.
Yeah. But it gets me the engage for another 2 points. Because at the moment, that's my 3rd quarter then, because I don't have anything in this quarter. So I'm going to go for it, yeah.
Cool. All right, awesome.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So into the shooting phase now, and I just need to get 3 little wounds off this guy.
3 little wounds.
3 little wounds, 3 little wounds.
Is your Onager doing your action again at the back?
I'm going to start the action with him, yeah.
Okay.
I just hope I don't have to use him.
That's actually something people miss, is if you start an action, you can still shoot, but it will then fail the action.
Yeah.
You don't have to just not do the action. You can start it and then choose to
use it or not.
It. Yeah.
So I've got a marshal. I've got 2 marshals. They're both in range of 18. So the first one, I'm just going to see what I can do with my Radium Serpenta. Hit.
T7.
Don't wound. The next one doesn't hit. Cool. So that's those 2 done. Every little helps at this stage. We've now got the Dominus. He's got his Eradication Ray.
Nice.
No, he comes with a Volkite Blaster, and I didn't make any changes. So it's a Volkite Blaster, heavy 3 shots. Oh. Neat. Wow, have I just whiffed it completely?
I think that's a whiffer.
Yeah, cool. So he's missed of every single one. Cool. That's a bit of a problem. Then we'll go with the phosphor dude into hit this thing. 6. Because if he rolls a 6 to wounds, that's just 2 mortal wounds.
Got a great pun here. If you're unsure which legion is for you, are you chaos undecided?
Oh, I like it.
I'll write that one down.
There's
3
your
saves.
mortals.
No, this is from the phosphor
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
No mortals on that one.
No mortals on this
So
one.
4 up in bonds. He fails the lot, takes his 3 wounds.
I'll take that.
All right.
Cool. That means I can keep the action here then.
Cool.
Right, now we've got the...
Oh, sorry. What was your primary that turn?
I was holding 3.
Pretty safe.
8.
8 points. Yeah, Rich is also holding 3. So over here now, do I put the las cannons into this unit? And then I put the unit into combat. Yeah, I think... How many attacks does this guy get?
So he got 4.
Only 4 attacks.
Yeah, not very good in combat at all.
Right, okay then. So let's put... I've got 8 las cannon shots here. Let's put that into these destroyers, I think. Yeah, because I need to eradicate the unit completely. And then obviously that's another kill for the...
So I spend my CP for -1 to wound.
Sure.
Yes.
2,
Every
4,
turn.
6, 8.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
So it would have been 3s, now 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
Not bad. Oh, you reroll the 1 to wound?
I do reroll the one because of my dude right there. Didn't make a difference.
So
4
I've
saves,
got
please, mate.
4 saves, and your AP
Minus
minus 3. So I'm on 5 ups because I'm in cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I saved none.
So they're dead.
Ouch.
Even if I saved 1, it wouldn't.
4 dead.
Because it's D3 plus 3 damage. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Get those guys out of the way.
What about the Electro Priests? Have they got any sort of guns out of their laser sticks or anything?
Sadly not.
No laser stick
I mean,
guns?
if you wanted to go real Palpatine, you could have taken the Corpus Scari, the dude lightning out of the hands. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. So I don't need to shoot this guy, so he can carry on doing the action. They're chilling over there in the corner, doing those R&D shenanigans. Everything's kind of shot that I can shoot. This unit of Rangers may as well just shoot that thing because they can. 6 shots, hit 2 hits because I'm -1 to hit. Yep. Do reroll 1s though because I'm within 6 and I rolled 3 1s. So that's 1 extra hit.
T6.
T6, so 5s. 1 save, mate. -1.
-1, 4 up.
Takes a wound. Okay.
1, 2, 8.
So, charge phase. Charge phase, charge phase, charge phase. This unit into your Catan.
They are well in.
They're definitely
Well up for
in.
it.
I'm going to leave 1 model within 6 of this guy because he gives them exploding 6s.
Fine.
So every little helps. And then just going to leave myself a cheeky little gap to move my character in as well.
A quick question about how you become a member on YouTube. So if you go over to the channel, you should see the option pop up for become a member. And then you sign up. And yeah, hopefully, I mean, that's a pretty... I assume that's how it works. Hopefully it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
How many?
Yeah.
The priests, 6s to wound. For,
Do 2 mortal wounds.
Right,
2
so
mortals.
they also get an ability on the charge to do mortal wounds.
That's in the shooting phase. But is it, you want about the strat or the...
No, they just do mortal wounds on the charge.
Oof.
Yeah, so you roll for each model in the
Okay.
unit, I believe, and they're on a 6.
In engagement range, yes. I'll make sure I use all my movement
Yeah,
then
you
for
had
the
a 9,
+1.
so...
Yeah, so they're all in. So I've got 7,
Yep.
5. Sorry, Michael, I thought you meant the stratagem they can use.
No worries.
Nothing.
No, that's a shame.
Cool, cool, cool. Right, so the Warlord is over here, and he can buff them up, but they're currently miles away from each other, so he ain't buffing them up at all. Okay, do I want to charge in with my little chickens? Chickens, chickens, chickens. No, because then I'm getting a little bit closer to those destroyers, and that's not a good place to be in life. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just... I'm going to spend a CP to make this guy fight last, because I've got a Mechanicus, well, either unit I can do it on.
Yep.
So I'll just do it on the Catan to make him fight last.
Okay, so Nightbringer is fighting last.
And I didn't spend any CPs this turn, so I'm
No,
just...
both on 2.
Yep,
Yeah.
should be on 2.
And then I'll go with my chaps over there in the corner. They get
what
two,
strength are you?
two attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Strength
5,
5, I
6,
believe.
So
7.
wounding on 5s.
Plus 1 to wound, remember.
Oh, yes.
Wounding on 4s, then I'm spending a CP for a 4-up invuln,
Okay.
just in case the mortal wounds don't go through. Because keeping him alive
Yeah.
is worth more than...
Yep.
Okay. What was the canticle this turn?
Plus 1 strength.
Plus 1 strength.
Yeah.
Okay. So strength 6, but he's transhuman anyway, isn't he?
He's
So
T6 and transhuman, so we're doing
Just
4.
4s anyway.
It's 4s, yeah.
Not a single 6.
6.
That's
Really?
huge.
Wow.
And
That's a
That's
bit of
pretty
a,
rude.
they're not core, are they? So, well, they are, but they're not getting any rerolls over there. So it's only 3. That's a bad roll.
4 up.
So roll that one again.
Again. Save 2, take a wound.
Just 2 damage.
2 damage,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
That's
down
not good.
6.
That was shocking.
Weak.
Unlucky there.
Do that later, you've got this bit to go, so see if you can knock your 3 wounds off.
Can we kill the Nightbringer?
Easy game. So I'm re-rolling 1s to hit. Getting plus 1 to hit as well. So 6s explode. That gets me 2 extra hits. And then we're
T7.
looking for basically 3 6s. I didn't roll a single
Oh
6.
my god.
But I do get re-roll 1s to wound, luckily. Still no 6s, so just 1 6 at the moment.
Okay, but 4s do wound.
4s do wound.
You're strength
yeah.
7, are you?
Plus 1 to
Wait,
wound.
plus 1 to wound.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So that many saves, mate. So 2, fail 2, and he's gone.
And that one. That doesn't just stop.
Yes.
That's a
yes,
mortal.
right, yes, yes.
4.
He's definitely
Yes.
gone.
Does he
gone.
explode?
No.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
And I think it might even be flat 3.
It's 2d6 mortal wounds.
Don't
Right.
even joke like
The
that.
bringer of the night. Where has he gone? He doesn't normally explode. 4 up, he explodes. Everything within 6 inches suffers D3.
Great.
So,
Okay.
the guys that are in combat, the Ruststalkers, take 1.
Okay,
The character takes 2.
cool.
And I'm assuming that's 6 inches to the
Destroys, yeah.
take 2.
Cool, so they've got a wound left. And then he's got a wound left. And he's taken 2.
Alright.
And they're all then just going to pile in to touch cover and block out the character. Because obviously get that plus 1 against plus 1 save when they're touching cover, and I'll just hide myself a little smidge like that. Cool. Pretty happy with those sort of shenanigans there.
Okay.
Cool. Right. Happy days. So that's that. He's taken a couple, he's got 3 wounds left. That's the end of my turn.
Mandy's cheering you on, by the way, with that explosion.
No, Mandy, stop it.
She loves her explosion.
Loves an
Stop it,
explosion.
Mandy. See, if I'd have killed that guy over there, they get a 4+ invulnerable save as soon as they kill a unit.
Yeah, and their mortal wound thing goes off and fires.
Nice. But no cigar. They didn't do anything really. Right, your attack's back over there.
4 attacks then, hitting on 2s.
Hmm.
I'm plus 1 strength for my protocol this turn. So I'm on strength 6, so it'll be 2's the wound.
Sure.
3 wounds, AP minus 2, 2 damage each.
So I get a 6+
Five.
save.
5
Five
up
up
in, I
invuln.
believe.
5 up invuln, yeah.
So 1.
So 1 goes through, and I get 5
2.
plus feel no pain.
1 dead.
1 dead.
We're throwing dice everywhere tonight.
Cool.
Okay.
And I forgot to do their pile in, obviously just like that. Cool.
Yeah, very nice. Screen those
Just all
guys.
touch cover. Right, there we go. Done. Right, so that's me.
Okay, what do we score?
So I'm holding 3 objectives. So that 2 objectives now. So that gives me 2 points on my primary.
Excellent.
I've got 3 quarters. So that gets me 2 points on engage on all fronts. I've R&D'd for another 1.
Yep, so we'll add another 4 on now.
I killed a unit in shooting. So
You've got 1 on eradication, yeah?
yeah, 1
Cool, cool,
eradication.
So if you don't lose a vehicle, you should be fine. A vehicle unit.
Yeah.
So now I've got some...
Then I won't consider the monolith for that, because that would be unfair.
great. So, my turn. Gain a CP, as do you.
And we've got 8 primary?
Yes, 8 primary, I'm holding 3. So I gain a wound back on the command barge.
Sure.
No one's in range of him to give +1 to hit to, but the Silent King will give +1 to hit to the destroyers, both destroyer units.
Okay.
And the wee Technomancer dude will undo a little bit of your work and get me another
What?
chap back.
You can bring a guy back.
Yeah.
What?
Every turn. And he can do it to 2 units if they're in range for a CP.
What?
Unbelievable.
Which
Welcome
is-
to Captain Stainsby Kingsby. Love the name.
That was a
Captain
joke.
Stainsby Kingsby.
Yes, Captain Stainsby Kingsby. Now that is worthy of a TV series.
What are we counting? Is that dense cover for the
Yes, that is dense.
ground? In which case, let's go to work.
What's Mandy doing? Mandy, let me know what you're going to do.
So Mandy said she wanted to try and get in range of either the destroyers and shoot them,
Sure.
or a vehicle, or the Dune Rider and shoot that. So closest target
Dune
is those
Crawler or
those destroyers. So not the destroyers. Yeah, the destroyers. Sorry, everyone's got destroyers.
We can
Yes.
already shoot the destroyers, so we can, if it wants, it can park its butt on this back foot objective and hold that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I believe Sticky Objectives is still currently
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Sure.
Richards. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Another super chat. Thank you so much. $6.66. That's ominous. I prefer Stephen address. That's a nice fit too, I guess.
I know.
So I'm going to come and steal this objective off you
You what?
by falling back.
No way.
He's going to die next turn, but he's prime position to explode as well.
No.
Well, I'm
and
going
a
to quickly go to the toilet.
Fire
You
up
guys
and bomb
crack
on those
on.
guys. Really
Yeah.
well charged with that chap. So guys, this is really the turn that I need to start.
How far does that thing move, by the way?
So normally he moves 8,
Yeah.
but because he's core now,
Yeah.
and he gives himself +1 to move.
So 11.
So 9.
9.
9. And he flies. So
Oh, okay. Quite good.
and frankly, at this point in the game, it is a case of just cracking on.
Doing what you can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I draw a bead on that dude from here?
Well, if you touch this, then yes.
Okay.
Because if you touch the terrain, you
In which
open
case,
it.
that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll open that to
Shoot.
shoot the Onager down the far end.
Okay.
Those guys have gone forwards.
Mhm.
Time for
Time to say goodbye.
because the other thought was to try and neutralise those guys.
They've only got flamers.
It's more the fact that you can pop them up and come and do your R&D. So
Mm.
trying to deny some points from Steve there.
Yep.
So the bikes are going to be going 15 because they're in range of the king.
Yep.
Plus an advance, I think.
That's a 3.
3. So I'm going to re-roll that.
So spend a reroll.
The reason, because trying to deny.
Still a 3. So just shy of the objective. That means they can't charge now, right?
No.
So you could have just moved in charge.
But what I'm then not going to use that. I'll use the advance just to get myself.
Hide in a bit for next turn.
Yeah.
Nice, like it, yeah.
Because you don't have to use all your.
So Rich
movement.
has spent a CP for a re-roll and advance.
Because it was worth trying to turn off
Yeah.
a primary objective for Stephen, and also the ability to then do his data action.
Data action.
There is another way of doing this as well. So I'm going to use the scarabs. They
Yep.
are in here as a throwaway unit.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
so
keep outside of 2. Yeah, so keep outside of 2. But if I can charge the Rust Stalkers with something else, charge them with the scarabs, and then.
Well, they've advanced now, haven't
No,
yeah,
the
they
scarabs
can
haven't,
charge,
they've
yeah.
just moved to 11. So yeah, there's a few plays there to see if I can
See what you can do.
that. Yeah. What else have I got? Yeah, I've got a play next turn then. So these guys are going to bravely run
Away.
away from the chickens. In fact,
You're playing chicken with chickens.
and
shoot my sterilizers?
Absolutely.
Wow. You're a harsh man. Okay.
See if we can get the 18 on that.
Just adjusting the score there, guys.
Nice.
Grand. So the Immortals are doing the
Action.
action again.
Nice.
And yeah.
Wow,
I
lots
think-
move forward here.
Yeah, I've got to push this turn. So I'm going to start off and try and yeet those guys off the board.
Okay.
So are they within?
No more Catan powers anymore. None of those
No,
shenanigans.
none of that.
My turn speeds up.
Get that out of here.
In fact, what I will do with that movement is just make sure that I'm within 9 inches of him.
For rerolls.
Plenty for the rerolls.
Cool.
So these guys are rerolling all hits. So they're hitting on twos anyway. Twos rerolling ones.
Right.
Twos we roll in once.
Okay, he's quite good, aren't they?
Love to see
Strength
it.
6, toughness 3, or toughness 4 for
7-3, I
Just
expect.
3.
Yeah.
so twos, no rerolls, drop 3, 6 AP minus 3,
Easy.
D3,
Easy.
D3
five,
damage each. And then I've
5
got
ups coming up hot.
1 chonker shot coming up as well.
Made 2 saves, so 4 dead. What's the damage?
They're D3 each.
So you need to roll these out then, because I've got 2 wounds each.
Cool.
So first one,
Doesn't kill one.
now he's
kills
dead.
one, Doesn't kill one.
So 2 dead.
Was it 3? Was it? Went 3
Yeah.
out.
4 went through. So
Yeah. Cool.
2 dead. Yeah.
And then 1 more shot, which is the big dude. Hits. 2 doesn't wound.
Just watch your head there.
Sorry, doesn't wound. I've got an Aeon Stave, which is D3 shots from the character into those guys as well.
Nice, can he do
Which
it?
is 3 shots. Hits on 3s. 3 hits. Strength is 5. It's above your toughness anyway. It's not double. So 3s. 2. And again, one of those ones you never shoot because
Here we go. I'm going to roll some dice.
Go
I've rolled a
for it.
1. That's definitely going through. And I've rolled a 2. That's also definitely going through.
it's AP minus 2, 1 damage.
1 damage, so 1 more dead. I'll get rid of the weird base.
And the
So I've lost now 3 guys in total. Anything more shooty over here?
only if he's in range, I don't think he is.
No.
18.
Okay,
No,
cool.
all gone.
Chilling. So I've got 3
Grand.
models left.
Yes.
Lovely
That's
job.
that. Right, next up then.
You'll survive another day.
We need to try and get some code points here.
Don't bother, just leave them. Yeah.
In which case, the 2 big chunky shots I need to go into your Onager down the bottom
Okay.
from the Silent King.
Yep.
And I think everything else is going to go into these dudes here.
Sure.
So I'll do the 2 big shots first. 2's full rerolls to hit, which is always nice. 2 hits. These are higher than your toughness, but not double, so 3. 2 wounds, AP minus 4.
I think I do get an invulnerable save with these
Is it on
guys.
the Doom
5
Crawler?
up.
Yeah.
5
5
up.
up, yeah.
Oh, saw a
That's
6.
12 damage.
12?
It's flat 6 each.
Flat 6?
I think it's dead.
It's definitely dead.
That's no eradication.
No.
Sad. Is it worth a CP reroll?
Not really, I don't think. Because he's still got... What other shooting do you have, actually? Because I got 3 CPs.
You've got. It is worth a reroll because that's 3 VPs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's a 3rd chance, but that's
Okay, we'll go for the
probably
reroll
worth
then.
it.
Down to 2 CPs here. Come on, Mr. 5 up Invan. It's time for a flex roll. I've been working on the
It's
guns.
time.
No. Oh. Yay!
Yay!
Every time the flex roll comes into play. There we go.
Doom Crawler lives, the best tank in 40k.
So I've got 5 wounds left. On the Doom Crawler. Down to 2 CPs. Yep.
Grand.
Andy is savage. Can you get in range for that back Doom Crawler?
No.
If the monolith can get in range, can you dump everything into that Doom Crawler? Can you do that, please?
36 inches, he should be.
I don't think the Death Rays
Death rays won't, but
24.
No way.
you'll
Sadly-
be able to particle whip.
You can particle whip him
Hey,
for sure.
hang on a minute. She said destroyers earlier. This is like...
It's right, we're not going to count it for eradication.
4 rerolls. Rerolls ones. This
Ooh.
is the
Mandy.
your toughness on these guys. 3.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Okay, 2s. No rerolls. So it's
Okay.
AP minus 2, 1 damage.
So I get my +2 to my save.
So it's just base save.
Base saves. 4 ups.
And each
1
one's
dead, 2 dead, 3 dead.
And he's got 3 more shots.
I don't think one has got sight on the other Doom Crawler. If I'm not correct.
Not this one down here.
No, sadly not.
3 more shots. Oh, that's what you want, Tesla. 3 6s to hit. These are also on 2s. 2 AP3, flat 2 damage.
I don't know what I'm rolling by here, by the way.
AP minus 3.
On what?
Your the last 2 guys in here.
For any that have just joined us,
So
this
one's
is
okay. What's the damage?
Flat 2.
turn 3.
One more dead then.
1's okay.
Mm.
Right.
End of turn 3.
Okay. We've just got Mandy.
In fact, I'm going to pull that model, keep him a bit closer. Cool. Just like that.
So Mandizzle.
Mandy, what are you doing, Mandy? So you want to shoot that doing cool here?
And then the heat rays into the destroyers in front of you.
Sure.
We'll go.
Go on, Mandy.
D6 shots from the 3 shots. 3s.
What's this into?
This is the big June crawler.
Into the big June crawler. You've hit twice, Mandy.
I
Come on,
think it's
Mandy.
3s. I don't think it's 2s. 1 wound. AP minus 4, I believe.
Easy. 5 up. Ready, Mandy?
AP minus 3.
Mandy, this is a 6. A
It's only
VT6. Just for you, Mandy.
Flat 3 though. Oh, there he is.
Oh, called it!
I don't think you're making her very happy because she wants to kill things with this thing.
No. No, Mandy.
4 shots into the plasma destroyers.
Oh dear. This is the problem.
All hit. Your toughness is 5, I believe.
Yeah,
Six
quite a lot, I
threes.
think.
They're las cannons, basically.
Great.
Drop 1.
Of course they
Um,
are. They're T5.
Yeah, 3, AP minus 3, D3 plus 3 damage.
So I've got a 2+ save. No, I've got a 3+ destroys.
You've got some guys in cover. So it's 2.
Definitely, yep. So 2 up. So -3.
Yep.
So 5 ups. That's a
Kills
4 damage.
Kills 1. He's only got 1 wound left.
Okay. I'll take it on this guy here.
The next one.
He's dead.
So, and 1 more.
Oh, no. Cool.
It is cool and it is near the Silent King, Mandy, but we have to have limits. It's already
Limits,
doing well.
Mandy. Come on, I'm playing hard here.
Grand. So,
You killed 3 destroyers.
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
they are not within 9 of him, so they don't get the reroll charge. Great. So, I'm going to charge just this dude.
All set to defend.
You do that.
You rolled a 12.
Big VT12.
Oh, came back round.
So what I can't do is get within an inch of your character.
No, you cannot.
However,
You cannot do that.
there we go.
All right. Very nice.
And the little scarabs are going to charge your character as well.
What?
That's rude.
For a cheeky little bit of...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that monolith is doing work.
The monolith is key right now. Yeah. Right. Is that everything?
Indeed.
Mm. So I'm not going to heroically intervene over there. That would be a bit pointless. Cool. So I'll just kill this guy.
Yeah.
Does he make the fight last?
but-
No, that one's already dead.
Uh,
Yeah. You try pointing at me.
well,
You're wrapping my guy.
no,
Yeah,
no
because I would have
mercy.
had 3 and then the other 3
No
inches.
mercy here.
No, that's fine. You can definitely do it.
Just kill all of the scarabs, Steve, when you get out.
Easy. Easy game. Cool. Do you want to fight with your scarabs?
Yeah, I do. So 12 attacks.
12.
Yeah, 4 each. They are hitting on 4s and 6s auto wounds. 6 to hit auto wounds.
So you can roll 6s, all right? I couldn't do that earlier.
So,
All right then.
Toughness.
4 probably, I reckon.
Wounds. It's a 5.
5 wounds.
So
I've got a 2 up save. He's T4.
no AP. No AP.
I've lost 2 wounds. I've got 1 wound left.
So close.
Oh, I should have blown him up for a CP.
Hmm.
Done D3 mortals.
You can if you want, because then I can
No,
shoot your unit.
I'm happy. Exactly happy where I am.
I mean, Mandy says auto explode a scarab, so.
Mandy
Maybe
says,
next turn, Mandy. When
3
I've got-
attacks. I'm going to hit your stupid little jobby whatsits with my axe. I've missed
Whiffed.
you twice.
Oh dear.
Okay. Wound you though, -2, 2 damage.
Take 2 wounds.
How do you like those apples? Cool. Cool.
Grand. So, yeah.
Is that it?
Have you got any morale over there? That's the only for the
Just
sterilizers.
roll it and we'll see.
They
Probably
are.
fine on that.
Easy on a
happy?
2. Easy.
Okay. So, what do we got?
So, do the action, hold 3 objectives now for 3. I've not been able to do the action on any more objectives, so don't get that one. And
you said action twice. Oh, right.
Sorry.
So
right,
I've done the mission
primary.
action.
So let's go through this.
Bonus primary.
Got it. Okay, so bonus primary, we've got 3. The ancient machineries.
I've not awakened anymore, so can't get any.
No.
I took 2 on Treasures of the Aeons for holding this one. And Code of Combat I didn't kill because you saved and saved.
And I get 3 points on my awakening of eradication of flesh or whatever I'm doing.
You certainly do.
Yeah, boy. Cool. My turn.
Okay. What are we looking at primary wise?
So I'm only holding 2, unfortunately, because this guy's obsec. He's
Yes.
annoying. Yeah.
So
Okay,
4
there's
points
4
primary.
points. Doing a good job there, cutting down those points.
Yeah. That's good play.
And a
Good
CP
play.
for myself. And a
Good play,
CP
good
for
play.
used books.
Right, we have a super chat. Where puppy, £5. Thank you so much. My Thousand Sons struggle with the Silent King and Monolith. How would you recommend dealing with them? Try and play the mission and not target them. Okay, advice for 1,000 Suns players against your Necron list.
They don't like mortal wounds, although the Silent King has access to a deny and a strap to deny. So mortal wound bomb, either before or after chipping away the menhirs is good. The monolith doesn't have an in-bomb, so if you get anything which is up around your AP4, you're starting to look at either savers on 6s or no saves.
Reasonably difficult, to be fair, with
Yeah.
1,000 Suns, but you can get AP3 with your chain cannon things.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I guess the big thing that's saving both of them at that point is toughness 7 and 8.
Toughness 8 on that monolith. Yeah.
Yeah. So toughness is a big thing for that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think.
and
mortals
also
is
they can
probably
only
the
be
way
in
to
one
do it.
place at once.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you probably ignore them, use all your mortals and everything else on the board, and try and win the mission that way. The Silent King and the Monolith. We can see this game they've certainly done some work, but they haven't impacted the game massively.
No.
So maybe just avoiding them, trying to use line of sight is the way to deal with them.
Absolutely. So I think this is going to be quite a bloody turn. I think this is the one where Admech shooting starts taking its toll.
They've got the Veil of Darkness, is that right?
Yes.
So they can just go anywhere they want?
Anywhere they want, outside of 9 inches of you, and still function normally. It just counts as a normal move.
Right, so I need to keep screening this out then, basically.
Yes.
That's what we're saying. Great. And you've got to fit your whole unit in?
Yes, so that's the only thing with these
So
destroyers and their big bases.
That's the intent here then.
Absolutely, I'm happy.
You're not going to be able to get a unit there. Cool.
No.
And I've got a line of sight into those guys. That's all I want to do, basically. Cool. All right then. All right. I'm loving it. So that can't get there. Then he starts to screen that out to there. Move him so he can't be shot. Still zoning out quite nicely. Cool. That's that. Stupid Veil of Darkness. Can you move this camera, please? Thanks, mate. Thanks, Seb. So...
Yeah, there's 2 ways to play the Veil these days. You either go early, go hard, turn 1, maybe turn 2 if someone misplays and leaves a gap. Or, like this, when you start thinning out an opponent's army and the holes start opening up, you use it to keep them honest, keep them from having to move up into your face because they have to keep their backfield clear. Same with the Ophidian destroyers with their 1 CP, like the sterilizers, to go up and down.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, the sterilizers are they going up into the sky or?
No, I'm going to keep him there.
Oh, we'll keep them.
Bit of an engage action, you know.
Very,
Engage
very
on some
nice.
fronts, you know.
Engage on all the fronts.
Mm.
yeah, that was the one thing. Leaving 3 of them in the unit knocks them back for being able to do R&D again. But
And they're not obsec, so I assume the aim is to burn those.
Yeah, I
Those
don't
difference.
think I can kill them, but even if I can't, it
Yeah.
stops you doing the action.
Oh yes, of course it does. Yeah, on this mission.
Yeah.
Very good point.
So they're doing a couple of things: engaging for me, stopping the action next turn on the primary.
Very nice.
Yeah, I could send
So
these.
this is one of the few that's left where you have to control the objective and no one be on it.
Yeah, so this is a mission-specific one. You just can't do it if there's an enemy unit on it.
Yeah.
Which is very, very interesting. But yeah, obviously there's not many actions in the game that you can't do on an objective with an enemy on.
Now I'm going to spend a CP and emergency breakout, emotional breakout. From here.
I'm going to spend no. I'm
do
going
an
to spend a
emotional
CP.
breakout.
What happens if I kill him?
Well, I just die.
He's just dead.
You kill a character.
I don't know that you can use the cut them down against this stratagem because it's not a fallback move.
Is it not?
I'm not sure. I'll have a read while you make that decision. But yeah.
I mean, ultimately,
Do you roll? You're going to roll.
ultimately, it's
1,
not
2,
worth
3,
the CP. I need the CP for other things, but
All I'd lose is my reroll ones,
interesting to find out. So I'll have a look.
and I've rolled a 1 anyway, so I just die. Of course I do.
I won't even bother looking.
Yep.
Of course he rolls
Anything
a
but a
1.
1, and I rolled a 1. Cool.
That's 2 CP.
Yeah, down to 1 now.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's fine. Life is
Kind of had 2. Good
life.
play from Rich there, forcing that CP spend.
Life is fine. Yes.
We've got someone for rerolls anyway. Oh, actually, no, we haven't because they only affect Skitari. So yeah,
That's definitely because I was not.
annoying, isn't it?
I saw what they obviously did last time, which was nothing. The Electro Priests. They did need him for the full rerolls to hit Warlord train. So I'm a bit gutted about that because the destroyers can no longer reroll ones, and they can no longer reroll all their hit rolls.
Did you decide on a Doctrina and a Canticle this turn?
I'm going for +3 move.
That's 3 move. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oof, that is nice.
Yeah, so get me some extra
What's
range.
the downside to that?
-1 save.
Right.
But I can basically prevent both of these units from having it.
Because you've got marshals.
Yeah, and they're going to die anyway, so I'm not really fussed about those on there.
Yeah, cool.
Those guys. So it's a case now of what do I want to kill with these guys? Do I go for the destroyers in the corner? Do I go for these guys right in front of my face? There's all these different things I need to be aware of. I think this is the big one right now. That's certainly a very big problem. Yes. So I'm going to have to try and kill this lot, I think. Just leave those destroyers to do kind of what they want, I think, really. Because these guys are a much bigger threat at the moment. So we're going to just park up here on the dense terrain, because then they're -1 to hit then, if you want to shoot me. Easily got the move to get there. That does a bit more good old screening for me as well. They're now -1 to hit if you want to shoot me, because they're all touching the dense terrain. He'll just park on that objective like that. Let's move these characters out of the way so I don't give you an easy code of combat.
That Dune Crawler is in perilous position.
It's fine, he loves it.
He's just rolled a 5 on his save.
These guys can just move around to there. In fact, they'll just touch cover. Yeah, put one on the objective, like that. Cool. So, shooting phase. This is where it's got to go well for me here. Just make sure I'm within reroll range of stuff for the reroll ones to hit and wound, which I am there. Cool. Make sure they're within 3. They've still got a bit more movement. He's the one that came over to there. Cool. Right. Like that. So, sterilizers. Into your guys right in front of me.
The Immortals.
The Immortals.
Grand. It's only 5 of them, if that makes a difference.
So they're getting
9.
Yep.
Strength?
I believe their strength 4 -1.
Oh no, I've pressed the wrong button with the dice cam.
Michael,
Whoops.
we can move this up.
Pause for a moment as we fix the issue.
So you go on here, Michael. Watch. Software control. And then you go, come on, file, restore. Where's July? Stream July, restore,
Amazing.
restore.
Oh,
And we're
perfect.
back in.
Excellent.
Dice
Right,
comes up.
noted. Yeah, apologies for that, guys.
And you can close that window
obviously
down.
I'm running the deck solo, so I do have to switch
Right, okay, cool. There we go. You know, playing and streaming all at the same time. So 3, 6, 9. Sterilizers here. Yep, just minus. The torch is -1. Yeah.
That's strength 4, so 5's the wound.
Oh,
It's 4 wounds.
that's 4 wounds, yeah.
It's a -1. So 2
Yes.
up in cover goes to 3 ups. Take 1.
Lose 1.
Does he come back?
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Yes, he does.
Cool. Just keep them where they are then.
Yeah.
Unless you want to remove the model off the objective.
I'll just pop another one on the objective.
All
Make
right
sure
then.
I've got 4 models on
So, next up, we're going to go with. How many CPs have I got?
1.
That's a shame, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Big shame. To spend 2 on my emotional breakout and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
So this phosphor blaster here then.
Yep.
You've got 3 guys behind there.
Have.
Probably unlikely to kill them.
You didn't upgrade any tech priests or anything, did you? For the free stratagem? No, sadly not.
Shame, 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 shame. I should have actually looked at what that stratagem cost.
Yes, I was just thinking that myself.
That's what we should have done with those spare
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not like I was, you know, expecting an extra monolith on the table or something. Wow. Cool. So 8 las cannon shots.
Mm-hmm.
8 las cannon shots.
I mean, I think the target is...
Quite. It's just what I do with the plasmas.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the plasma...
this guy here will go first.
Okay.
No, I'll go with the las can chickens first because they might just do the job all in one.
So -1 to wound.
Don't forget you've got eradication of flesh. So
Oh yes, I'll do those at the end. Yeah. So we'll go with the plasma destroyers first.
Still -1 to wound.
Yeah. So here we go. Double 6s. It's going to be minimum of 3.
It's 6.
And 6 shots. Then we're looking for 3, 4s even. A bit of a whiff on it.
And AP.
Lots. -3.
So 2 up in cover for the guys that are on there. Goes
5s.
to 5s. Damage.
Just 1 dead.
Just 1.
it's just damage 2.
Uh,
Do they come back?
he will try. Oh, that's where I want that reroll. But no.
Then over here, the phosphor blasters next. Do.
Oh, right, these phosphor blasters.
All right, aren't they?
Yeah. Decent amount of shots.
So that's it.
AP again.
-2, 2 damage.
So 4 ups. Want another one dead.
hmm
Nice.
Does he come back?
This is the way to kill Necrons. Chip them off one by one.
Next one. This one will be bracketed, so hitting on 4s. And then we are wounding on 3 4s now.
4s now.
4 more.
Nice.
4 ups. 1 more touch and cover.
One more touch and cover. No, so
That's 2 damage.
killed
So
him.
he's now dead.
And 5 ups. 2 more dead.
2 more dead.
I want those guys.
So that's the guy that needs to die because he's on cover.
Yeah,
It's all right.
my bad. I need 6.
I completely forgot to shoot the phosphor blasters on these guys as well. I don't think it'll make a difference here, but see if
The
I
only
can
thing it
pop-
would make a difference to would have been reanimation, but I'll do these ones. No, those guys are dead as well. So.
what do they even do? I think it's just like a heavy 1 shot or something,
To
isn't
be
it,
honest,
Michael?
it's probably not worth it. It's rapid fire 1, but because Rich rolled 2 5s,
Sure,
he would have probably brought back the one that you'd kill anyway.
sure.
So,
Yep.
not really worth it.
Okay.
Let's not worry about
Let's
it.
roll
Rapid
with that
fire
one
1. Yeah, cool. Next up then, we've got... So both of the... It's just the las cannons next.
Yep.
I think they just have to finish off the unit, don't they?
I think you can't take the risk. But then the thing is, if you think about it, your Dune Crawler's probably going to die anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe you just shoot at whatever's most efficient because you can't get the points.
hmm
Um,
Well, I can get the point because they're vehicles.
yes, but you'll lose the Dune Crawler and then you'll have killed 1 unit and lost 1 unit. It's
Sure,
a
yeah.
vehicle, so
I'm going to kill them anyway because they're a bit of a problem.
take
so-
out the monolith out of spite.
Take out them. No, we can't kill out the monolith, can we? It's just harsh on Mandy.
What are you rerolling for?
Marshall.
Okay, cool. That's so 3s don't win, do they?
2s.
AP -3.
3, yeah.
6s. Love them both.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Didn't
Cool.
even get it. Wow.
8 las cannon shots and don't kill 2 destroyers.
Damn.
That's huge. It was a bit of a problem turn for me. This
Yeah.
losing the guy in the middle there
Yeah.
on the 1, because then if I don't kill this guy, we've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So they will charge in there.
Grand.
They're in.
Richard, you're down to 2 now, are you?
1 CP now.
1, okay.
That was, yeah.
I'm going to go for the one where basically you're -1 to hit in combat from the canticles for the Admech one, because it's the only one I can really
-1 to
take.
hit back.
Yeah.
So hit on 3 is fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am not going to spend the extra CP because
So I roll 6 dice.
and I'm not going to explode that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dice here. 6s, do mortals.
No mortals.
Nothing, obviously. Cool.
So you got 2 attacks each, you say? It was
Yeah.
12.
I'm just thinking if I want to charge those sterilizers in.
Go for it if you fancy it.
They've got 2 wounds each. Sterilizers. I'm getting 2 attacks, +1 to wound. With a taser go -1. I'm going to go for it, you know? Sure.
It's probably not worth the Overwatch, actually, if you think about it, right? Because the Tesla Overwatch
Yep.
could be worth it, and then you hold steady to Overwatch on 5s.
Yep.
I don't know, that's something to factor in
Yeah.
potentially.
How many CPs you got?
1.
He's got 1.
Um,
Would you bother Overwatching, Richard?
I mean, yes, well, what are they going to do? I don't think they'll kill me. So,
No, you can't do the action there anyway.
no.
So
It's not worth it.
I'm in. Cool.
I mean, I'd have to get lucky. And taking, 6 wounds? I'm not going to do 6 wounds with an AP0 gun.
But I've been bitten by Overwatch before because someone's been on a ruin, and I've totally underestimated
5
actually
ups
how many
is-
hits they're going to get.
Especially if they're an army that
So I'll go
normally-
over there. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. Okay, so these guys, yeah, not having the reroll hits here could slightly hurt me. Hitting on 3s,
Come on. Oh.
especially with a roll like that, that's
Yeah.
a 50%. Not a good one.
So you got 4s
Loads of 6s, please.
That's 6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
and 4 saves.
Yep.
Is it definitely an addition, this?
Modified in attack sequence end, so 1 save,
1 save, so take 6,
Mhm.
and he takes another.
2 damage. He's gone.
Yeah. Unless I re-roll that. What's it doing for me? Keeps me an objective.
Gets you code, keeps you the objective. Are there any ranges on that objective?
No.
Yeah, it's probably worth the 1 there for this turn. So I will re-roll that.
4.
Oh, he's not alive. Does he explode? Yes, he does.
Oh,
Of course he does.
is it 1 mortal wound each?
It's not a lot. I think it might just be the 1.
Well, I'll roll a 5 plus foe, no pain, 1 die. I'll-
6, 3, 1, yeah.
And I'll take a wound on him, and that
Yeah.
takes a wound. He could have healed him D3,
Go for it.
3, so he's up to 7. Cool, 6 we'll call it. Cool. Right,
And he's gone. Great. Let's
nice.
get going. My turn will be pretty quick, I think.
And then they'll just consolidate like that. Lovely.
See, when you can roll a few 6s, these guys are pretty scary.
Yeah, now they get a 4 pin van now as well, which is cool. Then with sterilizers, 1, 2, 5 attacks. See what these guys can do. Come on, boys, you got this. Yeah. I got a taser. Laser. Taser. I've got a CP and I'm going to use it, alright? So I get exploding 4s.
Exploding 4. Is it not 5?
Sorry, exploding 5s.
Yeah, exploding 5's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
He's smashing out that CP
Come on, boys.
because you never know.
Yes. Because they're 2 additional.
Oh, spicy.
Strength.
I am strength 6
So 3.
Wow.
with +1 to wound.
2s.
Twos.
Okay, I underestimated these guys.
AP.
-1.
So 4 ups. I've kept them alive.
So close.
Do they come back?
By 1.
So close.
No, they don't. So I've just got 1 guy left on the objective.
Gutting.
He's offset, keeps
That
it.
is, yeah.
That's gutting, that is.
Yeah. We've just had a few rolls here that have been just
On the money,
on the
unfortunately.
money. Yeah. Oh well.
That's a big shame. Do you know what? I completely forgot to... That's all right, anyway. Good. Cool. That's a shame.
Yeah.
I thought they could have been a powerhouse then, taking you down to a 4-point primary rather than an 8-point.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of points, what we got?
Well, I did the action over here. No, I didn't do the action here.
You shot.
I completely forgot to, yeah. So, yeah, didn't do the action. That is silly of me.
Did you have a unit that could have done it?
Yeah, I could have done it with this, but then I might have not killed one extra destroyer. This unit will consolidate just to try point this guy here.
Go for it.
Well, you know the intent anyway.
Yeah, happy with that. He wasn't going to do anything.
You know the intent, so good.
He couldn't do his action.
Cool. Yeah, so I didn't do the action, unfortunately, because I just completely forgot it. Yeah.
Fair enough. And then...
Engage, I'm going to get 3/4, so 2 points on engage.
Cool. So 2 things.
And I didn't even kill a unit with a vehicle, so no eradication for flesh for me either. Those, I can't believe those las cannons not killing those 2 destroyers.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
That double 6 in the end.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So
Gain a CP.
CP for everybody. You know both on that CP.
He heals 3 wounds. I don't think I've got anyone else wounded.
Primary, Rich?
I am holding 3 objectives, so 8 primary.
8 points. Yeah.
Great. There's a couple of bits here. Great. Can they get on? They can if the king moves up. Great. So, plan is to try and obviously max these secondaries now. Can't really do much back here, but I've got a fair bit of damage left on the table with which to have some fun. Your chaps at the back are -1 to hit, so maybe I'll leave those for guys for a turn. But let's try and have some fun. So Silent King is going to move up.
Cool.
The plan here is to try and get an angle on a couple of units. And just give you...
I actually really like those little flamer dudes.
They're not bad.
That was cool.
They do quite a good role for this army as
Especially with the +1 to wound and the +1 to charge. They're really good.
So the scarabs are now within 9 inches of the king.
Yeah.
The intent, which gives them an extra inch of movement.
Right.
Which means that they can get onto this objective up here. And they're going to do my action for awaken that one. Destroyers are going there. What are those guys like in combat?
These guys,
Yeah,
pretty terrible.
fine. I think they're going to be dead potentially anyway. These guys are going 15. Question is, do I keep them there or do I go next turn? I think I'll leave
Just
them
double checking the scores.
for next turn.
That should be accurate as I've put it.
So I think I kill that. We've got those electro priests, which are a bit of a pain. So pick up these guys. What's the save on the electro priests at the minute?
They're a 4-up invul.
4-up invul now.
Yeah. So you can come in
Is it worth it?
basically there.
Just want to go.
Yeah. Obviously, you can't then land within 9 of those guys.
No, I'm not going to go there. I'll go to the other side. It's
Sure.
better to come this way.
Over here, yeah. Cool.
Just so that they can all see.
Bit of late game pressure here, just to monopolise on.
He goes with them.
Yep.
Pretty savage turn.
What's that guy doing?
He can go out 8 inches somewhere. He's probably going to end up.
The monolith wants to move up to be able to shoot that dune crawler that's in Steve's deployment zone.
Handy.
So
Over
further
here.
up towards the top there, touch that building and stuff.
Do you just touch this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you'll need to leave a unit on here, right?
No,
The-
still mine because
Still
obstacle sticky.
objectives,
Why
yeah.
did we pick, Michael, a mission which
No.
is sticky objectives with an
For
OBSEC Necron army, Michael? Think about it, mate. Think about it.
Look,
Come on.
Great.
Rich slipped me a fiver.
And you
That's
picked the
nice.
preferable mission
and
for
I
him.
just picked a preferable mission.
Yeah,
Can
no
you
worries.
blame me?
And then you slipped them the monolith on the table as
So
well.
Yeah.
doing my thing on that objective.
Yep.
So they're done shooting wise.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. everything from the king.
Mm-hmm.
How many wounds you got left? You had 7, didn't you? 6 and a bit.
6 now, yeah.
So I put 3. No, I'll start here, shoot that, and then maybe try and get.
Well, do you want to shoot Mandy first? Because Mandy wanted to shoot the June
Go
Quarter.
for Mandy then. Mandy into the June Quarter. I'll do the 4 thingies first. They all hit.
Yep, nice.
Your T7?
Yeah, something like that.
4s, I think. 2.
2 5 ups. 1 goes through. Damage?
D3 plus 3, 4 damage.
4 damage, cool. So I've got 7
particle,
left.
6 shots, well, D6 shots, sorry. 3 shots, hitting 2 hits.
Yep.
Lots of strength 3s. AP minus 3, 1 for.
I rolled a 6, so it
Oh,
doesn't
6.
matter. Cool.
And that's why you don't take a monolith.
Look, don't say that about Mandy. She's beautiful. She's got hair on her though, an actual hair.
Okay, so.
Destroys.
Yeah, I'm going to fire 3 small guys into your destroyers.
Cool.
And the 1 big shot into the
Mhm.
big dude. Big shot, rerolls 1s because he's a destroyer. Hits. I'm going to spend the CP. You've got 5 up, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll spend the CP.
Michael, if you want to go to camera 1 and then go put dice
Auto
cam on me.
wound.
Okay, here's a 5 up coming.
Ooh.
No.
Negative. 3d3 damage.
Okay. So,
He takes 8 damage.
do I explode? Oh, dead. Cool.
Cool. The other guy's into 9 shots.
Mhm.
9. 3 rolling 1s into the destroyers.
Yeah, just make sure you speak up a little bit just for the microphone.
Sorry, 3s re-rolling 1s.
It's all right.
Strength 6, toughness
Toughness 5.
3s,
Very nice.
AP minus 3.
So I'm on a 2 up save, 2 up saving cover. So -3. So I'm on 5s. Damage.
D3 each.
So let's just say you kill me. Cool.
Grand. The king puts everything into that June Crawler.
Did you fire all of the weapons from the monolith?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Particle whip and 4.
Wow. Okay.
So the king, he'll do his assault 3.
Is this into the June Crawler?
Into the June Crawler.
Yeah.
3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
3s on this one. 1 wound. AP minus 3, 2 damage.
Goes through.
So and then
Damage?
2 for that one.
So down to 4 wounds left.
Goes 9 shots for his other one. No, don't need any re-rolls. All hit. T7, you say?
Yep.
So 5s for this one.
1 save.
1 save.
Goes through. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Down to 3.
And then the 2.
2 hits.
3s. 2 wounds. That's flat 12 damage. And he explodes.
Cool, of course it does. So, on your unit there, I'm assuming it's just D3.
More explosions just for you, Mandy.
Oh, so many explosions this game. So it is D3 mortal wounds on your unit of scarabs there. That's a scarab dead. On my unit of electro priesty guys, that's 1. Do I feel no pain? I do. Character here takes 1. Next character takes 2. Cool. All right, 3, and then he took 1. Cool.
And that is 3 points on Code of Combat.
Very nice.
So that is that one's awakened. Another 4 points there.
Awakened.
We've just got that ongoing fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's it at the moment.
Lovely.
So, did I fight back last time? I didn't, but it doesn't matter.
It's just 1 guy.
2, 1 wound.
What's this?
The
I fight before you remember.
It's the immortal last turn.
Last
what
turn.
that was. That's
One
fine.
wound.
If you just roll 1 dice.
it's not going to kill anyone. So
Okay, you're fine. Yeah.
Cool. So over here then, is that all we've got then? We've got 3, 3, 3.
Yeah, I don't think I can charge with the Silent King. I'd like to into the priest, but I think I don't think you're getting. So.
Okay, so that's an extra 2 hits because of a 6. And then looking for no more plus 1 to, so it's just 3, so 5 at -1 on that guy there.
Wow, these terrorizers. Tearing it up.
Tasty.
4
He's gone.
Dead.
That's big.
Okay. Happy days.
He couldn't do the action anyway, so.
Righty-ho. So at the end of
Right.
that, I get no eradication of flesh, but what do you score?
I score 4 points for awakening another one,
Yeah.
3 points for Code of Combat,
Yeah.
Yep.
and holding 2 means I get 3 points on my other
Because you hold both
treasure
middle
lands.
no man's land ones.
Yeah.
Very nice.
2 of the 3 that Steve
Cool.
picked up.
Okay.
Right. So is this turn 5 now?
It is
This
last
is now
turn.
turn 5.
This is turn 5. So
2
I'm
CP.
currently holding one objective. Is that right? No, 2 objectives. So
Two
I'm only going to score 4 points. Sad times.
sad times indeed.
Sad times. Do you get any bonus for holding your opponents?
No, not this one.
Sadly not.
No? Okay, cool. Cool.
Those cheeky scarabs grabbing that one.
So me moving over here to just deny you on that doesn't even change the game whatsoever. So this unit is just going to move over to here, behind the terrain. They're going to R&D for me. Sterilizers over there. By keeping them there means you can't do the second primary action,
Yes.
which is cool. This is, I could just move over there and take that off you, but then you could just take it back anyway. So that doesn't change the math whatsoever, because you saw at the end of your turn because you're going second.
Yeah.
See, that going first in this game is,
It's not great.
it's really not great, no. Especially with the secondary picks we've both taken.
Yeah, and of course a massive OBSEC army
Yeah.
really helps leverage those end game points.
So this unit, there's not really much I can do. So they're just going to do absolutely nothing for me. All right. Can't do the action here, unfortunately, because those destroyers are on it, because you
Yep.
rolled all those
Yep.
6s. I'm assuming you need to get over to here or something?
I can try. Yeah.
You can try.
I've only got 1 unit who can do it now.
So a really cool thing you could try here is if you can kill 2 units with your Ballistari,
Maybe
You-
get...
max, you definitely get eradication because you can only kill the 1 vehicle unit.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you try now maybe the 2 scarabs and the 2 destroyers, potentially,
Yeah.
or that character at the back of that other objective.
I kind of just want to kill the Silent King, because then there's no more code of conduct either.
I think that's going to be harder than killing the other options.
Well, the thing is, I've got a... I don't know how I do it. And I'd have to put 2 las cannons into here, and then the other 2 las cannons into here.
Yeah.
In seeing 8 shots did nothing.
Well, it's a dice game.
So I could just put 1 model there to unlock it and 1 there. Go
You
for
got any
that.
other shooting lying around that you could just pop a few shots at things?
They're rodding.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, does it?
Not really, mate, to be honest.
That's a shame.
I want to keep those guys over there just to literally stop
Yeah.
Rich from doing the action.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my movement phase. You want to go to camera 1?
Yeah.
And then bring dice cam up. So we'll do the R&D. Come on. Done it before, I can do it again. Easy. 2 coming up here for the Rangers, all right? It's a 2, I called it. That gives me a full 12 on R&D.
Fantastic.
3-man unit. Right. Okie dokie. Next up, we are into the shooting phase. We'll go for +1. I don't think it makes any difference, but
You guys are 2 CP each now, aren't you?
Yes.
cool.
Everything in my army is in cover if it didn't move this bat around,
Sure.
apart from the king.
So I'm going to put these guys have only got 1 little damage shots each, so it's not going to change the math at all. So I'll put 2 las cannons into here, 2 las cannons into them.
I'll be -1 to wound on the Scorpix.
Yeah, I thought so. So into the little jobbly
Come
whatsits
on.
in front of me. 1 misses. Cool. So I can't do it.
No. You do have a CP. I mean, keep the dream alive. You've got 2 CP. What are you going to spend it on?
Sure. Still miss.
So you wounded.
Michael, keep your advice to yourself. Thank you. So
goes straight through.
one scarab dead.
It doesn't come back.
Cool.
Dear.
Nice. And then the other 4 shots into these guys here. 2 miss. And then I reroll my 1 to wound because it still fails.
Jeez.
No
And
good.
I get a 6 up. So -3.
So you rolled another 6. Cool.
Excellent.
Cool.
It would have been a 5 up anyway. Yes.
Oh, dear.
Fun times. Right, so charge phase, we might as well just charge the Silent King because there's nothing better else to do in my life. So they're charging in, the Electro Priests, they're in. Get 5 guys here,
Come on.
mortal wounds.
On 5s now.
One mortal wound then. 5, 10, come on boys, you got this. Okay, that's slightly better than last time. Come on then, 6s. 2 more wounds. +1 to wound, so they will wound on 3s. So that is
T7.
yeah, those, yeah.
T7? You shouldn't 7.
+1 to wound. So it goes 4s, yeah. And the 6 doesn't.
No, it's two just straight 2 mortal wounds, isn't it? And he's got 4 up in bomb. So he takes 2 damage each.
Yeah.
So 2 damage each, 6 kills a menhir, and then another 2. So 1 menhir is left on 2 wounds.
Very nice, very nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, and I'll just charge these guys into here and just say thing's dead.
He would have been fighting first, by the way, because you all fought last there.
I'll spend a CP to make you fight last because I'm a core unit. Then we doesn't change doesn't change the math then, does it?
Fine. So he's got all his many profiles.
Many old profiles.
So 6 space attacks hitting on 2s, no rerolls, but full rerolls to wound. Strength, I think these are all at least 6, so it'd be strength 9 and a full reroll. So that's AP -3, 2 damage each.
How many? 4?
5 at AP -3 for 2 damage each.
So I've got 4 up in Van, 3 go through damage.
2 for these ones.
2. So the first one, I'll just re-roll any successes. 3 dead. Cool.
Cool. That's first attack, and you get 4 more attacks. These are strength 8, AP -4, 3 damage. So hitting on 2s, 2s with a reroll, all wounds, AP -3, 4. Sorry,
4
3
ups.
damage.
They're dead. Cool.
And then another 3 attacks.
They're dead. He's dead. They're dead.
Oh,
Stop
they're all
rolling.
dead.
Stop
It's
rolling, Rich.
fine, they're all
Chill.
dead.
4
chill
points.
your beans.
4 points on code of
All
combat.
this lot will just charge in just to say this thing's dead.
Cool. Yeah,
All right,
happy.
cool. Then it gets that out of the way. Cool. Right.
Grant.
So, end of that, then I get my engage for basically
2 again.
2
points.
2 points on that. So it should put me on 10 for that.
Mhm.
I can get 1 kill with if I just use my chickens to fight the thing last, get a kill,
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Kill one
absolutely,
thing.
Yeah. You kill one.
kill 1, and then, yeah, that's me basically.
Okay.
Grand.
And I'll just zone this out so you can't charge on the objective, basically. Sacrifice some characters. Yeah.
Fine. In which case, I action there for my final objective.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't need.
Is that the one you have to do it on, or is it that one in the corner?
I could do it on any of them. Just doesn't have to be in my deployment.
Right, okay. And that's
So-
the difference to the ones that I had to select earlier.
So
Right, okay.
I still need to try and hold that one. I hold this one for 2.
For holding, cool.
So basically, I need to get on that with something that's obsec and or, something that's obsec,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is doable. So King's going to go his full 9 and sit. Oh, sorry a minute, 1 inch away from those guys.
Yep. Is Code of Combat maxed yet?
Code of Combat, no, we've only got 10 on it so far.
Okay.
I should have more than 10. I thought.
I think so. I think you've only shot 2 units to death. You haven't
Yep.
Fine.
you've only killed 1 unit in combat.
Yeah, no worries. I thought I had 1 more shooting, but it doesn't matter.
No, you didn't get one turn 1. No.
Okay. Because I
Well,
got
your-
7.
your
I
simple-
got 7 1 turn.
Your simple play. No,
was
because I
last
used the reroll, didn't I?
I killed them and I
That's in this turn.
7. Yes, fine. So I got 4 more this turn.
So this one, all you need to do is move that unit there to here.
Absolutely, I'm going to charge on
And
there
then
once
charge and
once
then you
I've
get
char-
obsec.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once I've killed the 2 characters.
Yeah.
They are going 15 inches because they're within range of the king.
So they're going 15 inches because they're within.
Range of the king. Get
Cool.
+1 for being
Nice.
within.
Yeah.
Great. Last little bits then, and it's basically get these guys.
What's Mandy doing? Does she want to kill some chickens?
What does Mandy want to do? I don't know if she's got range. She's got range to kill chickens. She can kill chickens if she wants.
Or kill my sterilisers in the corner?
Sterilisers.
Mandy, I just want to say thanks so much for super chatting in.
Yeah,
It's been great.
I mean,
Honestly.
as much as we joke about, you know,
This guy's going to advance.
the
just,
300 free extra points.
Hey, I think I've done all right.
Yeah, he's.
I think I've played
done
okay.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few dice rolls could have gone a different way, which would have been nice.
So,
These destroyers being alive, I mean,
Yeah.
they should be well gone.
great. So, Mandy, where you going? Into the middle, so shoot, touching
Just
the terrain. so
shoot some stuff.
See anything?
Cool.
Bosh, bosh, bosh. Okay, so what do we need then? First up, King needs to get some more points. So I can pick either of the characters, can't I? Because they are
Closer, yep.
closer. So I'm going to put 1 menhir into each,
Cool, he's dead.
into each of them, and the rest of his shots into the other one. if everyone do that.
So 2 manuals and 1 in the other, yeah? Cool, both dead. They've only got like 1 or
Fine.
2 wounds each, yeah.
Great. So that's another 6 points on code. That should max that then. These guys are going to shoot the chickens if they've got range. The long.
Do Mandy's, do Mandy.
Mandy.
Mandy's the important one.
4 shots.
Yeah.
3s. 2 misses. Sorry, Mandy. I'm not rolling very well. 3s. 2 wounds. AP -3. D3 +3.
D3 +3.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Got so 1
Yeah,
first
you have
one.
to roll that, yeah.
5 wounds.
No, kill it.
I'll kill it. Cool.
Kill that one, right.
Very nice.
And the particle whip. How many shots? 5 shots. That's what we're talking about.
Thunder.
Hitting on 3s. Drop 1. 3s again. Pot. 2. These are AP -3 and flat 3, I believe.
Okay.
Flat 3.
Yeah, flat 3.
They might have a 5 within them, or I might be wrong.
Assume they do.
Yeah, flat 3.
Let's have a look. Quick game's a good game.
Yeah, no worries.
They are getting a 6 up in Van.
Okay. Well, either way, so
But either way, it's going through.
it's dead.
Cool.
And,
They can explode. Does that help you at all?
No,
Killing a unit
let's not
within
worry about
a unit?
and that's basically, I've got 2 charges to make, which is the
King?
bikes. Bikes are the one that I need to get in.
That's going to fail on a 4.
In which case, that's my last CP for the reroll. On
That's a
a
7. Oh yeah, I didn't see this guy here. Yeah, you're within 6. Cool. So just get the obsec on there.
And then
Yeah. And then the
see-
king.
See if the king can do his business.
He's
That's
rolled a 9. He's in. See, if you'd have failed that one, that would have been beautiful for me.
Yeah.
So we'll say the king kills these 2 off.
Go for
No
it.
problem with
It's
that.
another 4 points for code of combat, which
Yeah.
is max anyway. Doesn't do anything other than hold that. So end of the game, I get 3 points on.
So no additional primary points,
No additional primary.
but it will be 12 points on the primary because you're going to hold more than me.
Yep. I get 4 points for the one that scores 4 each turn for doing the action,
hmm
and I get 3 points for holding the 2 centre objectives, which is 2 of the 3 that you picked.
Yeah.
Which was the other one. Yeah, that's that.
All right. Well, I'm
No.
just gonna double check the.
No eradication of flesh for me, unfortunately.
Sadly, not.
No. Not. How do these guys not die? Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
They're just a bit
Ridiculous,
annoying.
but that there we go. Well, first of all, Rich, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Been
you,
a great
my friend.
pleasure. Mandy, thank you so much. You've been a star tonight. Mandy, you're still on the table. Go to camera 2. Look at Mandy in all her glory. Mandy the monolith.
Awakened.
Yeah, I'm going to paint it on the base Mandy from now on.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm going to paint it on to say Mandy. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You are incredible.
Cool. Scores on the doors then.
Go on, hit us.
So you got 64, Steve.
Not even 69.
It was very close. It was very close, but sadly just not quite. And then the Necrons 93. But they're in a good place, and unfortunately this mission as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very good for them.
Yeah, I think, like, to wrap it up, I think the mission
Mm-hmm.
and the obsecrons.
Yes.
Obviously, that's huge when you've got a hold 2, hold 3 mission.
Yeah.
And then also the extra thing there is going second as well.
Yeah,
So obviously,
100%.
I can, if you go first, with my eradication of flesh, I can pick the units I need to kill.
Mm-hmm.
So I can start to dictate the number of kills I get.
And you
Yeah.
force me to try and kill vehicles as well to stop
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely. So I think that's a couple of things there. And I think a few dice rolls would have gone a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I mean, you roll in a pair of 6s on these guys. These have just got you like another 5-6 points,
Yeah.
which they probably shouldn't have got. They should easily be gone. So that then all of a sudden starts to take those points down. I could have then held it. That bumps my points up a bit more as
Yeah.
well then. So actually that starts to bring those things a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Monolith aside, I don't really think it was massively impactful in terms of
No.
secondaries. Yes, it
Jim-
killed some stuff, but
It was more of a hindrance in some ways because it kept killing things that I wanted to kill with the Silent King and made me force him to
you
come
mean
up.
have to use it?
Yeah.
Wow. You have to use your 500 point or 400 point model, right? But no, you played it really well, 93 points. Man of a match, though, for my army, sterilizers. Wow.
Yeah, they were.
They
pretty
were good.
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I like them a lot.
I think I would take, if I was running an AdMech army, I'd probably take at least 2 units of those.
I quite like the Electro Priests and the Rust Stalkers as well.
I wasn't overwhelmed by the Electro Priests.
Yeah,
With only 2 attacks each,
that's true.
that's the real kicker.
Yeah.
Only 2 attacks. They desperately, need those rerolls, and without those rerolls, it's just not good enough.
The chickens, we can agree, were disappointing.
They forced me to be honest, though.
Yeah.
They were the thing I was scared of putting anything, especially the king, in front of, because 8 las cannon shots on a bad day.
Yeah.
Also, the -1 to wound is huge.
Unbelievable.
Transhuman, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, for 1 CP, that's pretty obnoxious to play into because you're going straight away from 3s to 4s, and that's a really big swing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really enjoyed using the Admech for the first time.
Yeah.
I think I used some really cool strats. I was expecting you to fall out of combat, and I would have played a strat you couldn't on a 2-up.
Yeah,
Probably would have rolled a 1. Let's see if I'd have done it anyway. No, I rolled a 6 that time, but anyway, there we go.
Nice cheeky 6.
But yeah, honestly, I like the Admech. I think they were cool. Necrons are obviously very much back in the game now with their secondaries. Really, really good. I think Code of Combat that needs a cap. 4-point cap.
It's very situational. Some turns you can do very well, other turns...
It's weird because there's a lot of other secondaries that do have a cap on that kind of secondary.
You should never have I think a unit. So any secondary that starts to score more than 5 in a turn, it can swing it too much.
Yeah,
because 2 turns, and all of a sudden you could max your secondaries on 2 turns.
And there's a few other culprits to that as well, like the sisters, and that's what makes them really strong. Is having that stackable score. So I agree that there should probably be on all secondaries
be a 5-point cap.
Maximum 5 each turn.
Yeah.
But I think the counterpoint to that is if people have the units that can tough it out, you're never going to score mega on it.
Well,
you've got to play really, exactly.
But then
you've got to play really carefully.
You can't just go, right, I'll take my 3 book secondaries because they're easily the best.
Yeah.
I quite like behind enemy lines with this list because I can pick up a unit with a veil and drop them into someone's deployment zone and start scoring 4 points a turn.
Yeah.
Things like that.
What you don't want is a situation where you could play against a fragile army and go, cool, well, I'm going to get 15 points, no brainer. That's not good.
MSU Sisters, that is a 15-point.
Whereas if it's capped at 5, at least that's 3 turns.
Yeah.
So that's 3 turns rather than 2 turns. And I think that starts to just help it a little bit more. And if you're up against Custodes or something a bit more durable, then you have to pick something else. Yeah, you have to pick a different secondary. And rightly so. You need to use your noggin rather than just, I'm taking these 3 every single time. Anyway, guys, look, we really, really hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly did. I loved having the Admech on the table. I really enjoyed it.
It's nice to see them back.
Mike, you did a fantastic job on the commentary, running all the stream. I did a great job catching a beat. Rich, you've been a fantastic opponent.
Thank you very
played
much,
it very, very well. And Seb,
You
your
too.
shots you've been getting tonight. And Mandy. There's Simon the Silent King. He doesn't say a great deal. But Mandy, thank you so much for your super chat. And everybody else that super chatted tonight, you've been absolutely fantastic. You've been awesome. And we'll see you next Wednesday, where next Wednesday is my birthday stream. My birthday stream next Wednesday. You can guess my age in the chat. And in the comments, you can guess my age, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do like a prize or something for the winner who gets it first.
It's not on your Facebook, is it?
No. Whoever gets it first, who's not a friend or family, or any of you lot, if you guess my age correctly, who's the first to comment, then you win a prize. Don't know what the prize is going to be yet, but I'll think of something.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Cool. And we'll see you next week.
Cheers, guys.
Same time,
See
same
you.
place. Bye-bye. If you want to support the channel and you want more awesome in-depth content, then consider becoming a VT member. You'll receive regular videos from codex analysis to tournament reviews and more epic battle reports to help you play, progress and perform with Vanguard Tactics.